Hey, what is up, collecting crew? This is episode 12 of the Figure Lowdown. Real quick, me and my guests were feeling that song right there. I wasn't intentional. I forgot I put that first on the list in that playlist, and I just hit play, and I was like, oh crap, I'm rolling with it. And man, I gotta say, I was kind of hitting there. I was feeling that one. Ooh, I'll let my guest speak to that one, see what he thought of that too. But yeah, what is up, everyone? This is Saturday night Figure Lowdown. Thank you for joining. For those of you that are new, first of all, appreciate you spending time, giving me opportunity to see what I got, see if I can entertain you this evening or whenever you're watching on the replay. For those that don't know, Figure Lowdown is the show or the stream, or I guess we could say the interaction that I have with everybody, where I talk about figures. 1/6 scale, mostly in 1/12 scale. And from time to time, I'll throw in some other things. I've thrown in statues and smaller things like amiibo and 1/18 scale and things like that. For the most part, 1/6 scale, I'll talk non-hot toys. As usual, there's already plenty of other players out there in the game doing that, so I tried to avoid doing that. Occasionally, I'll probably throw in a hot toy or two just because it's something I'm gonna have to talk about if I really love it, right? It's like, oh, damn, I got to give my 2 cents on this one. The 1/12 side, I usually don't talk about Marvel Legends, Black Series, all the Hasbro main things, again, because there's multiple content creators, influencers, if you want to call them that, out there speaking on those figures. So I'll let them do that. I want to talk about figures that don't get enough love, basically, because there's so much out there as collectors. I think we're spoiled right now. There's something out there for everybody. I love it all. Sometimes it's hard for me. I got to pick and choose for sure in each scale, but it's a hobby, or it's fun. It's just things that we love to do, and I'm sure you all watching me here feel the same way. I know some of you have to kind of narrow down even further than that, but hey, it's all good. It's all love. It's all passion. It's all hobby. Real quick, we're a little over 2 months away from CaliCon, first annual 2024. It's coming out May 4th weekend. So for those of you interested, you can hit me up, Mario Profesoro, 16 Fix, Marco, Calvin Low-Key Collector. Let's see who else Danny Lee. If you have questions or if you're interested in coming and you want more info, just hit me up. Let us know. It's coming up. It's going to be a good time. It's just a place, an opportunity for collectors to meet up, hang out. We're going to hit a couple of places together and just chill. It's basically like friends coming together and hanging out, right? Like-minded people coming together, where we usually can't find that outside of that or in our immediate lives. So just an opportunity for people to network, share their passion, and talk, and just have a good time, honestly, man. And that's what I'm looking forward to. So looking forward to it. This is our first, like I said, first annual. If you have questions, reach out to me and the people I mentioned earlier. As usual, again, for those that are new, I'll have the links to all the figures I'm talking about in the description below. They should be there now. So check those out as we're talking about them. If you want to go look at the figures, again, those are for references only. You don't have to buy them there where I have them listed. That's just because that was just convenient for me. I just put them there real quick. What worked for me, and then timestamps will be in the description also after the stream, so you can check those out. And if you want to get the replay or anything, I made it convenient for all of you out there. I tried to, I try to put some time and effort in these streams for you guys to provide you as much information and make it convenient for you all, right? To save you all some time, because I know how it is. Sometimes I'm watching videos and I'm like, okay, I wish I would have known about this, or I would like to have known more about this, or where can I get this? And I see those questions all the time. So so I try to provide all that to you up front here for you, or even after the stream. But if you still have questions, don't hesitate to hit me up. Let me know. You can in the comments, or DM me directly on IG, or even Facebook. That's the other place I'm pretty active. So I tried to help out other community, other collectors within the community. Anyone who has questions. So so with that, I think I rambled on enough. Installed and bought some time for people to come in. I will address the lovely chat here in a minute, but first, let me bring in my guest. He's been waiting patiently, probably rocking to that beat still. I have here Action Figure Academy, Mr. Michael Elliott. Shadaboo.
What up, yo? What up, yo?
What is up, sir? That's right. Give it up. Give it up. How you doing, Mike?
Yo, man. Out of sight,
Out of sight.
I am out of sight. Well, I'm in sight.
Appreciate. I was saying backstage, I appreciate you coming through. I wasn't sure if you were going to make it up, but it's always a pleasure that you make time out of your busy day. Your busy life.
Your stream is becoming infectious, young man.
Well, it's good to hear. Like I said, like just kind of spread the love, spread the passion, and hope it reaches others.
Appreciate the invitation very much.
Yeah, yeah. How's the music, by the way? Is it too loud?
No, it sounds great.
Yeah. So I saw
Just
you
at,
kind
just
of.
at the right level, where it's not
Okay.
impeding on the conversation. That sounds good.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I try to aim for. And out there in the chat, if it's if it's too loud or anything, or you can't hear any of us, or the music's too loud, if the audio's off, just please let me know, and I'll do what I can on my end. But I love music as well as this man here. We both love music. And Mike, I kind of seemed like you were feeling that song when I started it.
Well, I'm always,
Before.
I'm a musician and DJ, so it's
Yes, sir.
in my blood 24/7. I go to sleep with a rhythm. I wake up with a rhythm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can relate. Yeah, man. I always try to have music on wherever I'm at, wherever I go, wherever I can, whether it just be kind of just working on stream stuff or just working around the house. If it's not listening to fellow content creators, I'm just I got the tunes going, and music. Yeah, music is part of the soul, it's part of life.
Oh yeah. When I'm hanging out, I've got a particular set of friends that I've known all my life, and a couple of them that I was in a band with.
Yeah.
And so, like, even today, like, we'll hang out or we'll go somewhere. Like, I was with my buddy and we're sitting down just eating at dinner and talking and catching up. And, one of us said something about we saw a house burning down the street, and then the other guy goes, burning down the house.
Down the house. Yeah.
We're always, anytime
Yep.
one of us says something, we pull a line from a song, we start singing it, and we look at each other. Ah, okay, you got me.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
music. Listen, man, I love the collectibles and everything, and I started out as a kid collecting comics and GI Joes, but over time I come to know that music is really in my blood, and I'll give up everything, but I won't give up music. I'd rather die than give up music.
I heard that. Yeah, man. It's just like you touched on, music, just another hobby of mine. It's just
When you
movies.
find something that defines you,
Yeah,
it's undeniable.
yeah. I think one of the things you and I have in common in regards to music is I mentioned multiple times here in the stream that my collection, the figures I have is pretty diverse, eclectic, and it varies, and that spreads out through all my other hobbies, right? So movies, TV shows, and of course music, all genres. There's mood. There's music for every mood, and it's just certain times I'm feeling certain things, and I'm pretty sure you're the same way,
Without question.
right?
Without question.
Yep, without a doubt.
Yep.
But overall, how you doing, Mike?
Yeah, like I was telling you backstage, I've been, oh boy, staying up all night long here and there. And so this afternoon I tried to catch up on some sleep. So I got a few hours in this afternoon. I'm not 100% back, but, I'm trying to get some time in during the day,
Yeah.
And then I got caught in a vicious web last night. I went into the LWO chat.
Oh, yep. I was there too.
Yeah. So, I got to the stream about 20 minutes late,
Yeah.
but I endured the whole thing. I did the remaining 5 hours.
Wow.
If I remember correctly, I don't know. You came in kind of late. You weren't there when it ended?
No, I wish just because, man, I couldn't hang anymore. I just went to bed. It was late.
Believe when I think at the end Mario said, I think we're coming up on the 5th hour.
Yeah, I think it was 5.5 hours. Yeah, because I
Man.
ended up listening to the rest of it earlier today.
My hat's off to you, brother Mario. Dude, you hung in there. I could tell you were ready to give it up, man, but you are a warrior. And
Yeah,
my
man.
hat's off to you. It was a very entertaining stream. You're the man, dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he
El
was holding on.
Profesore.
He was holding on for dear life. Yeah, shout out to LDO, Mario and the whole LDO crew yesterday, and the guests he had on there. Yeah, it was that whole 5 hours. That was, and I heard that wasn't even a record. I think the last time they said they did 6 or something. Wow.
I
Damn.
think I was there for that one too, but I wasn't in the chat the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I came in kind of intermediate back and forth. This one I just hung out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think the longest I've done was 4 hours. I have to go back and check my my videos, but yeah, we've done a long one. And I always joke with our group chat that I have here for this stream, and you guys, I always think we're only gonna go an hour or two, but we end up going 3 or 4. And I was like, man, I'm so I should learn, right? I should I should be more realistic with my timing there. And Beam's all was like, yeah, you should you definitely usually plan longer than that.
Beam
I was
should
like,
know.
you ain't lying. Yeah, Beam knows. He has the experience. He knows what's up. Speaking of, let's address the chat real quick. The talented Ren Tolentino, my guy, bro, dude.
Supreme.
Every time I see you here, I appreciate your time, man. Because again, I know different times, and it doesn't always work up different time zones. So I appreciate you of all the streams that that are out there. I appreciate you coming through and just stopping by, even if it's just for a little bit. So Rans, much love, Rans. Appreciate you showing up and all the support, and yeah, for sticking with us, man. Appreciate you coming through. And of course, as we were talking about, is Be Superior Beam. I'll explain that. And when he comes in, superior, where that superior beam comes in, because I know some people were kind of confused on that. So I've mentioned it before, but Beam, whenever you're ready, man. No rush. Like I said, we'll hold it down. Mike and I's here. Mike and Ike, Mike and I are here.
I've Mike-anized the feces stream.
Yeah, Mike and Ike are here. We'll hold it down. Yeah.
Where did that come from? Mike and I.
It just like you were saying about the music, right? When you just hear something, it just triggers, and I just spit it out. I said Mike and I, and it just sounded like Ike, and you just roll with it. You just roll with it. That's
right.
All about having fun on the stream, right? If you, for those of you that haven't been able to tell yet, I just want to have fun. Again, this hobby's fun. Everything, all the hobbies we have, we should enjoy, right? And so this is no different. This is a hobby. This YouTube game here is a hobby for me as well. So I'm just trying to have fun, right? It's just all about having fun. Philip the Fool in the house, my brother. Thank you for coming through. What's up, fellas? Yeah, my guy right here. Yeah. Again, another one I always appreciate coming through. Philip, thank you for showing up, spending your Saturday night with us, man. Even if it's not for the whole stream, just appreciate you showing up. Appreciate you. Fist bump, man. Let's see. Only Blue is Beam. Only Blue is confused on that one. Hey, well, maybe there's others who just don't get it and they don't say anything. So I'm not gonna just isolate
the
Blue
young
there.
ones,
Yeah.
Oh, you millennials.
All right. So I think we're good to jump into it. Thank you all for coming through again. I'm sure we'll get more people in, but here we go. So, but before I go through and jump into it, let me do a little warm up here before we jump into our first topic.
Oh, you getting ready to sing or something? Oh, me.
Yeah, here we go. Ready? Do. Ray. Egon. That is right, folks. No relation to what we're going to talk about next. It's total coincidence. Yeah. This is the Present Toys Ghost Hunting Squad. You like that?
Oh, that was excellent.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, those of you who know, if you know, you know, right? It's Ghostbusters.
I gotta get all my windows replaced in the morning, but other than that,
yeah, me. One of my favorite scenes from that movie, man. It was just so good. It's just so classic. Yeah, man, it's Harold Ramis. But yeah, so this is the Present Toys Ghost Hunting Squad. Not, I won't say influenced, not affiliated with the Ghostbusters, right? No, there's no way at all. It's just coincidence. No, yeah. So this is SP, right? This is so Ghost Hunting Squad SP 210 right now is what it's going for. Set to release in Q4 of this year. So fairly soon here. That's if they stay on track. Sometimes third parties aren't always on schedule, but it's all good. Either way. So this, let's see here if we can see here. This comes with 6 pairs of hands, a proton pack, of course, the let's see, proton wand, some beam effects, a radio set with the shoulder holster. Let's see, it says rubber connector, and then of course a figure stand and the gamma ray meter. Right, this faux Egon is not complete without a gamma ray meter. All right, so this one and the next figure we're going to talk about were the last 2 that we were waiting for of this group, of this. It's not a trio. What's 4? If a 3 is a trio, what's 4 called? What do you call 4?
Quad? What?
A quad?
Trio? Oh,
Is
trio.
it quad?
Yeah, if you're saying like trio, then it would be quartet.
Quartet. Oh, nice. Thank you. Coming through. Quartet. Yeah, the quartet.
And I should know that music. Da-da.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's where that comes in. Yeah, that see, that knowledge does come in handy eventually.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, so Ghost Hunting Squad, right? And this looks like a render. I'm not gonna lie. This,
That
you
looks
know, a lot
like
of
Harrison
people,
Ford.
yeah, this one right on the left,
He looks a little like
yeah,
Harrison Ford.
like Harrison Ford.
Just a bit.
I don't know if that's good or bad. Another,
Narrow head. Oh no, that's
yeah.
not good.
But yeah, what are your? I don't know. Are you a Ghostbusters fan at all, Mike?
Not a fan.
No.
But I do have. I think I showed it on Beam Stream once. I've got the Ecto one and the cool Jada.
Oh, Jada Toys.
Jada came out with an Ecto one. The diecast is killer. I have that,
Nice.
and then I have one of the Ghostbusters that came. Was it the NECA Ghostbusters? I have one of them because they wound up in Ollie's.
Oh, okay.
And man, folks are grabbing them. I managed to get one of the four guys. I was not able to find the other three all that time, and now I think they've already gone through Ollie's.
Oh, they come and gone, so that's it. You missed your chance.
The,
Well, there's always
Egon was Egon. This one was the only one I was able to get. Everybody else, I either they sold so fast before I got there, or and then sometimes, like even with the Fantastic Four that went through Ollie's over the last 3 or 4 months,
Yeah.
you could find all members except Thing. And when Thing was when that was on the market in retail in the Kmart and the Walmarts, even then it was harder to find the Thing than any of the other ones.
Oh,
Ollie's,
wow. Okay.
Ollie's, you were lucky to find the Thing. Everybody else was there.
Was that the one or the set that was on the retro card?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yep. Got nice. Yep.
And I've got all of them except Johnny Storm and I didn't get all of the villains. I did get High Evolutionary.
Oh, nice. I think I got that one too.
But I didn't get Thing.
I think I did. Yeah. Yeah, I got that set. It was a good one. Yeah, I'll keep if you're still looking, I'll keep an eye out for you if you want one.
Well, I mean, actually, I can get the Thing at any time now, really online. So I'm not really pressed for it.
Okay, gotcha. Right. Yeah, that's true. Real quick, we got Gigi in the house. What is up, Gigi? I won't do this justice, but I'm gonna try. Hi. See, she says, I don't know who this guy is, but this looks neat. Oh, I'm gonna throw in the neato for her. Yeah, this is coincidentally supposed to be inspired by Egon, right? Do-Re Egon. That's where that whole thing came in from Ghostbusters.
Sorry, I didn't catch your joke, Feezy.
Yeah, no, that was from the movie. I didn't make that up. I take no credit for that. Okay. That was more of a reenactment there.
I was trying to remember that. You're right. I kind of recall it. I haven't watched the movie in so long.
Yeah, man, it's one of my favorites up there. Yeah.
You asked me if I was a fan. No,
yes,
sir. I'm not so much a fan. I'm a fan of everybody's in the movie though, because that's a part of my generation. And at that time, everybody, pretty much the whole cast of Saturday Night Live were superstars, and they were making huge films around now. So I was a huge fan of the cast members. So I like the movie because I like them. But would you call me a diehard? Not really. Do I have to own the figures? Not really.
Okay.
But if they're available and you're,
yeah. If you happen to see these at Ollie's, you'll pick them up. You're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Blue tattoos and that platoos. Blue tattoo in the house. Hey everyone. Yeah. It's one of the things about going live, right? It's just all there. It's all natural, like all the bloopers and the gag reels and everything. Yeah. What is up? Thank you for coming through, Blue. Glad you can join in and watch us for a little bit. What's that?
Fearless Leader. He's here.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Blue, we got the other half of the Beam brothers here. Beam in the house. What is up? Superior Beam.
Superior Beam.
Yes, super Beam. Yeah.
Super Beam.
Mike,
so real quick.
Crap about millennials. You didn't
even
know the Ghostbuster reference. Come on.
Hey man, you don't want this smoke, bro.
Yeah, you know. I got nothing here. Yeah, you don't want to smoke. So now that Beam's here, I just want to real quick. So Superior Beam, for those that don't know, that just was that just happened to come to me by mistake. So Mike, you know how before when we were starting and I said Mike and Ike, it's just off the fly. So in another stream, I mentioned I'm a big fan of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, or just those Marvel fighting games in general. Well, one of the characters in there, of course, is Iron Man, and when he wins, I believe one of his quotes is "superior attack." But when I said that, I thought he said "superior beam," but I was confusing. One of the quotes he also says when he fires a beam, he says "unibeam" or "unibeam." So I was combining unibeam and superior attack. So I did superior beam just like in my head, and I didn't. It was totally unintentional, but it just worked.
You're on the West Coast, aren't you, Fees?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah, no wonder.
Cali.
You got one. I think when you were young, you were one of them surfer guys. Yeah, hey
Oh
man,
no.
let's
Yeah.
go out
No.
to the water, dude.
No.
Surf,
No.
man.
Grew up in Central Cali, not
Man, that's the
on the
waves.
coast.
You're radical, dude. You're radical, man.
The radical. Oh man, nope, that wasn't me. Yeah,
Well,
far from that.
I just like how you just trip over things. You know how you can mistake attack for beam. It's beyond.
Oh
me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah. In my head, I was just calling off the fly. I was just going off the fly. That's all I'm doing. But yeah, Beam, welcome. Glad you can join us. Coming straight from work, and yeah, I appreciate you, man, stepping by and joining us here. So hopefully it's not a long one.
Anything?
No 5-hour streams tonight, man.
Yeah, no, I don't plan on it, but we'll see where it takes us.
You could do it.
But yeah, so Ghost Hunting Squad. We got SP, right, for coincidentally Egon Spangler, and ST. That looks like Ray Stantz, coincidentally. So yeah, both 210 I mentioned. So they both come with the same amount of things, the same items, almost accessories. The only difference is here, and the same for the other two, part of the Ghost Hunting Squad, or the quartet, as Mike put it earlier. They all come with the same accessories. The only difference is ST here. This Ray comes with a lit cigarette, as you can see there in his mouth.
Yes, I was getting ready to say he's got a ciggy, dude.
Yep, I can already see other uses for that one for other figures. And then SP here, Egon comes with this ghost, or the gamma meter that he has there in his hand, on his left hand. And so yeah, both of them are 210, both set to release Q4 of this year. And I know some people have already spoke about this on some similar on streams previously, but anything you guys want to reiterate, or just kind of generalize quick thoughts on this before I kind of go on some other thoughts on this?
Well, you know, I'm getting a little static here. I'm sorry, guys. First of all, I'm a Present Toys fan. I mean, I've got a few figures here by Present Toys, so I do like the product. And I'm sure hopefully they'll work a little. Oh, my speaker's really acting up. They'll work a little bit on the face sculpts. I mean, they're not way off on this one. That's pretty good, Dan Aykroyd there.
Yeah.
But I don't plan on purchasing any, but I do have a lot of respect for the company, and I think anybody who wasn't able to get the or even afford the Blitzway,
Yep.
there's an opportunity. There you go. So
Right there.
Good
Yeah.
times, man. Good times.
Yes, sir. Bean, what about you? Any you want to go into high level thoughts or specific thoughts or anything on these?
No, I mean they're good for the like what Mike was saying. They're good for what, you know, if you can't afford the Blitzway ones. Blitzway ones honestly aren't spot on either, in my opinion.
Bingo.
But they're still good. These ones are definitely not spot on. The Aykroyd's good. It would have been cooler, like what Blue had mentioned the other day when we were talking about him, is that the cigarette was hanging lower when he had his mouth open, agape, and it just.
Oh, I
stuck
see.
there. I mean, that was one of the good spots in the movie where he opened his mouth when he saw Slimer, and the cigarette just kept dangling there.
It was just hanging down. Yeah.
So, still, yeah, the cigarette's a good addition that makes it who the character was in the first film, and
Yep.
yeah, well, I don't know if I'm gonna get them. I would love to.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Wow.
But I'm still paying on other stuff.
Yep.
So
Definitely know the pressure there, man. Definitely feeling that one.
So we'll see.
Yeah. So I definitely, the two of the aspects you guys touched on that I wanted to that I was gonna also mention, you know, the Blitzway and then the likenesses. So I mentioned these are the last two to come out to complete the crew here, the squad, if you will, squad. We got the
Oh, that Bill Murray needs work.
We got the Bill, the Venkman, or the V as they call him, and the Z that came out earlier. So yeah, this completes the all 4 of them. They're all out now, up and ready for pre-order. Links in the description for the first 2. I didn't put the links for the Murray and the Winston there, but
Are
I'm
you
sure
ready for this?
Me?
Yeah. No.
Yes,
no.
sir.
Are you ready for what I'm about to say?
Oh man, yeah, I am. Go for it. Let's hear it. Bring it.
Okay, Bill Murray.
Yes, sir.
Look at that face sculpt.
Okay, looking.
Look at the exaggerated lines in his head.
Okay.
Look
right
at
here.
the size of the forehead, and look at the receding hairline.
5 head.
Tell me if it doesn't look like Bill Murray got out of the chair while they were putting on Klingon makeup.
Ooh, I can kind of see that. I don't know, Beam. Can you?
That forehead is beginning to start to look like a Klingon.
Can you attest to that, Beam?
Forehead there.
Yeah.
That
So 5 heads.
receding hairline is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what's
talking the
going on
original series, then
upstairs,
yes.
bro. That
Yeah.
is
If you're
crazy.
talking the original series.
What was that again? Hey,
But if you're
Beam, you
talking
got to
the
turn your mic up, man.
If you're talking the original
series.
series, then yes, it's definitely original series Klingon.
Oh yeah, so you agree?
He agrees. Yeah, original series. Yeah.
It's weird.
It ain't next gen Klingon, that's for sure.
There you go, buddy. It is so weird.
Yeah, and again, those of you in the chat, again, thank you for coming through. If you notice anything on audio wise, let me know. Please feel free to let me know so I can adjust what I can on our end. So yeah, a couple of things I wanted to bring up on these. You guys already mentioned that the Blitzway. I went to go take a look at them. So I don't have the Blitzway ones. Those came out before I started collecting, and yeah, I didn't. Like others, I didn't want to go back and buy backwards and pay that amount, that price for those figures. And yeah, I took a look at them, and some of the figures weren't great either. A couple of them were, a couple of them weren't. But I'm always about options, right? I always say in my streams, options, or just other streams, options for collectors, or just anybody in general, whatever it is, right? Just having options is better for consumers in general. So before these came along, the only Blitzway, the only Ghostbuster figures that you could get were those ones from Blitzway that I know of. I don't know if there are some other ones out there in 6 scale. I should clarify.
In 6 scale.
Yeah, in 6 scale. Yeah, thank you. Exactly.
In the 12.
Yeah, and I have a 12 scale ones by Hasbro, the Plasma Collection one. So,
but you know something? This Winston looks pretty good.
Yeah, and so that's another.
It actually, if I remember correctly, I think that Blitzway was kind of way off, wasn't it? I don't remember, but I remember seeing some renderings of Winston that were just absolutely horrid.
Yeah,
this ain't
there
bad.
was no. This is not bad, and so yeah, and that's so options, right? So again, yeah, this is awesome for those collectors who missed out on the Blitzway ones, and me included, right? Who wanted those but didn't want to pay those absurd prices, those secondary market prices, right? They're going for over $1,000 for the set, up around $300 to $400 per individual figure. And so this is just awesome for those collectors to giving them another opportunity to get these figures. And so yeah, I mentioned myself included, I'm getting these because I wanted the representation, right? Despite even if they might look a little off in the final versions, I still wanted to have this representation in my collection. So that's the other thing I wanted to touch on was the actual the prototype versus the final, the likenesses. And so these, I agree with what others have said, that these kind of look more like renders, actual prototypes, right? They just, because they look kind of animated. Some people mentioned it's kind of cartoony, animated, and a lot of people were already, saying how bad these look. And, I can see that just because, again, they don't, they look a little more on the animated side. They're not the best. But again, I think these are renders. And for the most part, that's been present toys. That's how they've been doing things, right? They come out and it seems like a lot of their pre-order figures are renders, or for the most part. I'm just speculating. I don't know for sure. I didn't reach out to Present Toys. I'm like, hey, Mr. Toys, can you confirm if you're doing renders or actual prototype? So it just seemed like from the pictures I've seen, they've all looked like renders.
Well,
so,
that picture of Dan Aykroyd on the right is damn good.
Yeah, right. It's still pretty good.
It's real good. So, I mean, if that's any indication, and once again, we talk about lighting and angle and all of that
Yep.
stuff. But they seem to usually come around. Present toys, usually their final product is pretty good. So
Yeah. Yep. And that's
and
exactly
they
yeah.
are known. They are known to use a head sculptor too.
Yeah. And so
You know what I mean?
this is so this is with that, that's one of the differences here with this set, right? There's an additional head sculpt that I believe each of them have, that they all each one of the four have an additional head. So there's two head sculpts, and that's something that the Blitzway ones didn't come with. They just, from what I understand, again, I don't have them, but from what I was reading, they seem like they only come with the one head sculpt, whereas these come with two. Their proton packs and their wands, I believe, are power up. Their LED. I don't know if the Blitzways did that, but yeah. To touch on what you were mentioning, Mike, the recently Present Toys has been delivering, right? So I've mentioned that it kind of seems like they're doing renders for their prototypes here. I mean, for their pre-order pictures, but lately their actual final products they've been delivering have been better, in my opinion, than what the renders have shown. And so it seems pretty promising. So I have, I'm pretty optimistic on how these and other future Present Toys figures are going to come out. So, for example, I got that Present Toys Blade Warrior from Blade 2, the blade that just came out, and the T800 Battle Damage. So, just to kind of show you all what I'm, what I'm saying, and let you speak for, or let you come to your own conclusions, right? I'm just going to present some pictures here. Present, no pun intended. I'm going to show you some pictures, and take away with it what you want. But I was trying to look for some pictures of other people had posted from their figures, and I couldn't really find any good ones, so I just took pictures of my own figures. So here we're going to jump right into it. So here on the left is the pre-order picture that Present Toys put up of Blade of Wesley here, and the one on the right is that's the photo I took of my figures. So this is like straight from me. And I took this earlier today. So I tried to get natural light mixed with like slight artificial light, just because it was cloudy outside, it was overcast. Okay. And so I wanted to show you guys, and you guys can decide for yourself. But in general, feel free to, if you want to watch more reviews on these figures that came out recently, and compare it and judge for yourself to see if you think it's going to be, how the finals are going to come out for future Present Toys figures. But I think here in this case, I think the final came out slightly better as far as likeness than the prototype here. It is a little soft. Again, it could be just my lighting. The final here, it looks like it could be a little soft. I will give it that. The one on the right seems more detailed, but again, that's like a render. So I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on this one here?
On yours or the new one?
On just both. On just either of these photos, like just comparing the two.
I'm gonna let Beam go first on this one. Go ahead, Beam.
Go ahead, Beam. You may proceed. You there?
Can't really.
Oh, you need some time?
Tell.
No? Okay.
Your
no,
photo looks better than the prototype photo.
Gotcha. Okay. So again, I know it's all subjective. Just in general, all these.
The sculpt does look better.
Yeah, the figures, the sculpts in general, they're just subjective to every individual, right? So it's all different. So not expecting you to agree with me or not, just just getting your actual thoughts here. So the next one, I mentioned the T800, the battle damage.
Wait, back up.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I wanted him to go first, but I did want to impart.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead, Mike.
Everybody's raving about the new Present Toys one. I'm holding off because I still want to see what SooSoo does.
Okay.
And I'm not in the position to buy two of the same character at the present time. Not interested in buying two anyway.
For sure.
And secondly, because I'm finding, I'm owning more SooSoo figures than anything, and so I'm really liking what they're producing.
Yeah.
But man, I just can't. This big long mark in his forehead, I understand it's there in the action, but the particular one that Present Toys has, it's so defiant. I don't know if it's that visible when you get it, but that line in his forehead drives me nuts.
Gotcha. Okay.
And without the glasses, he doesn't look. He's not a. This is way off on Wesley, in my opinion. Glasses on, great.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I have yet. I'm not a fan of the head sculpt. Haven't been. I can't get around it. I'm not crazy about it. I wish it was better.
Okay, no, that's fair. What about then just in the context of comparing the final to the prototype here on the left to the actual final on the right, though?
You mean comparing?
These two photos here, like the prototype is on the left, that's the pre-order picture, and then the one on the right is the actual. Like comparing just those two, how the final came out.
Yeah, the one on the
compared to-
right looks horrible. The one on the
Oh, okay.
the one on the right looks even less like Wesley than the one on the
Gotcha.
left.
All right. No.
I haven't seen a Wesley's sculpt, a Wesley Snipes sculpt that was acceptable to me.
Oh no, that's definitely fair. Yeah, that's what I want to hear, just to see. You know, again, it's all subjective. You know, me and Beam think it's good. I think it's
I
good.
think it's better than their prototype picture.
Yeah,
But
I agree
again,
too.
Well, if
if
I had to compare the two, yes, I would agree to that. I would agree.
Gotcha.
I would.
Gotcha. No, yeah, that was the question I posed to you, comparing these two here, these photos, the prototype
see.
on the left, yeah, and the final on the right. What do you think? What's that?
Lack of sleep.
Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, it's all good. So yeah, again, it's all subjective. You know, I think it came out better, but again, it's just to show you all watching and who will watch later on, just to kind of give you a comparison, the prototype again versus final. So next example, I mentioned the T800 battle damage. Again, prototype on the left of what I believe is a render. Again, I didn't confirm if those are renders or not. They just look like renders. And then the final on the right. So this one, it's kind of tough to say. I think the one on the right, I will admit, it's not spot on. I think it's still off for sure. It looks like when I had it in hand, it looks like he has more like his face was somewhat swollen. So it wasn't spot on. But the one on the left, I don't know. That doesn't look like Arnold either. What's that?
I see Josh Brolin. I don't see Arnold Schwarzenegger.
On which one? The one on the left?
Yeah, their prototype picture.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I can kind of see Josh Brolin too. Yeah, so it's not Arnold. Yeah, but I would say the one on the right is a little closer to Arnold's likeness than the one on the left. Again, comparing the two.
Yeah.
But the one on the right, my God, he looks even younger than he was in the movie. I mean, he just looks he looks like a teenager.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
But
yeah. Again, it could.
it's interesting that you brought this up, Fizzy. Dude,
Teenagers.
I almost pulled the trigger on this last week.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. I was looking it over and then I thought to myself, do I want to get the battle damage first? I said, no, I think I want the regular undamaged version first. So I changed my mind on it. But
Gotcha.
almost
Yeah, this one also is. Yeah.
what do you
This
think?
looks kind. Yeah, I do. This one looks kind of soft also, and like I mentioned, it's not spot on. The final.
Mhm.
But yeah, comparing the details to his face on the left and just kind of like more of the texture, they did go a little softer. But I will say it looks closer to Arnold on the right on the final. It's just my opinion. But
You're right, it does.
going back to Blade here. The texture in the hair is pretty good though. It's kind of hard to tell here again, probably because of lighting and it's kind of overexposed there. But the texture in the hair looks pretty awesome. And then they had some veins here on his left side. You can't really see the side of his head. So there's some details in there, and it looks good. So, this is all just to say, Present Toys again coming with their prototype photos here. They usually, from what I've seen so far, and these two figures that I have from experience, they look like the finals have been better than the prototypes. Again, that's just all subjective. To each their own, what they see. But I for those kind of wondering, how they're going to come out and whether they're gonna deliver on that front. If this doesn't kind of give you some info, I recommend going out, watching more reviews, seeing for yourself. I will say I also saw some reviews on the Mike from Breaking Bad. That final came out pretty good. I was watching Big Bretta's reviews on all these Present Toys. He has a lot of them, so shout out to Big Bretta. Go check his out, his reviews on those figures. He also reviewed the mask, the Jim Carrey the mask. That one looked pretty good. That final also came out pretty good. So yeah, there's lately just their figures in general. I won't say all of them have been hits. I know there's a couple that are still off and you may even say this one is a miss on this one, but
they're definitely showing improving.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. Yeah,
in
they're definitely showing
output,
improvement. And that's another thing I wanted to touch on too. So
You getting
just sticking
this?
with, yeah. Well,
The
which one? I got,
Terminator?
yeah, this is mine here. This is my photo on the right.
Okay.
Yeah, both this T800 and this Blade. These are
You've
photos
been
that I took.
comparing. That's what I thought. You were comparing your figures, the completed
Yep.
figures, to the renderings of the original. I got you.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Does that change your thoughts at all
No,
on
he
these?
still looks like a teenager.
Gotcha.
Doesn't change it at all.
Yeah. Oh, T800, more like
But then
T20,
again,
no,
it's not in
T18.
front of me. You know, you're probably going, this guy's nuts, because when it's in front of you, it's a whole different ball game. And it probably is. You know.
Yeah, no, because that's the thing, right? You always hear other collectors and just other in the community, people in the community say, once you get it in hand, and that is a thing. I've experienced it
It's
myself.
true in some cases. I have found
Yeah.
that. I've gotten figures going, wow, this
Yeah.
is nice.
And so, yeah, it's just another one of those things where you just kind of you got to educate yourself and do your research and see, and just in general, right? Nothing is guaranteed. That's why in the fine print of all these figures, it says final may vary from the prototype, and either way, there's some risk involved, and it may not always come out great, and sometimes it will, or sometimes it'll be just like okay or mid. But that's just part of the game, right? You kind of just look at the precedent that this company has set, the figures they put out before, and go off of that. But some of these third-party companies have been improving year after year that I've noticed. Present Toys included. We talked about Mars Toys. One of their figures, that 66 Joker, that Romero, was high on everybody's list that year that had it. They just saying nothing but good praise on that figure.
That wound up being quite a few people's favorite figure of the year for 2023.
Yeah, I think Beam, you have that figure, right?
It was beating. It was beating everybody out.
Yeah,
and that is not easy to do, especially from a company like
Right,
Mars.
Enhance.
Really just kind of
Oh yeah, there he is. Yeah. Yep.
I mean, that's high praise when you consider how long they haven't been around long, or if
Yeah.
they have, they've been around as other iterations. But either way,
Yeah, no, for sure, and it's good, right? It's good again for
yeah.
consumers because it drives. All these third-party companies are competing with themselves, and not only with them, with the first-party companies, like the actual licensed companies. And they're all competing for a space in the market, and they have to back up, what they're showing or what they're promising. And if they don't, then obviously we know what happens, right? That company just ends up going, and only the strong survive. And so it's their motivation to provide consumers to deliver, so that way they can obviously keep going and stay in business and thriving. One of the differences I see with Present Toys, though, again, they're providing these extra head sculpts, which they didn't have to do. There's another figure we're going to talk up, and they can just do a straight, like, if you want to call it a recast, or a straight like mimic what other companies are doing, but at a cheaper price. They could do that. But here Present Toys is giving another head sculpt for each of these figures, which I honestly, I commend them for doing, because they didn't have to do that, right? So they
see,
could
that's why I'm waiting on that SooSoo Blade, because it comes with 2 head sculpts.
Yeah. That was I was kind of debating on getting that one. That's the one from Blade 3.
Yeah, it comes with one open mouth and showing his fangs. I'm
Yep.
on that.
Yeah, and another thing that I was going to mention also, that Present Toys is actually providing like some quality materials to their figures. Again, this T800 and that Blade. Blade has the leather jacket. I'm not sure about the pants. I believe the pants are leather too.
I heard the whole thing was. I thought the pants were, and even the vest I thought was leather.
Yeah, because in the description it did. I recall it saying the jacket or the coat, but for the SooSoo one, that said the pants and the jacket. So I still have to confirm on the Present Toys one. But either way, Hot Toys hardly ever provides leather. We all know that. There's been a figures here and there, and some other licensed companies, they don't really provide those quality materials unless it's now the newcomers in art, and maybe J&D. I don't know. I haven't really been following them too closely, but those are higher tier, and you're paying for it. But again, third party, they're giving us leather goods, leather soft goods, and so they're doing things that
still keeping it incredibly reasonable as far as price goes.
Yeah, exactly. And again, we were touching on paying Blitzway prices, or now you have this new contender. Here comes a new challenger. Well, Present Toy has been around for a while, but still.
Yeah.
at a lower price, right? Again, options, the price is lower. And so, yeah, I'm all about the options. I think this is awesome. Um, again, the jury's still out on how the finals are going to be. I'm optimistic that these are going to come out good, but I could be wrong. I'm going to be honest. They could at least some of them, or a couple of them, or one of them could fall short. I don't know, but as long as they're decent, as long as they're good, I'm be happy. I'm going to be okay with this representation. I'm going into it knowing that they could be somewhat bad. I'm just hoping they're decent. Keep my expectations low, right? So if they're set low and they deliver higher than that, then it's a win for me. So that's how I'm approaching this.
I'm never really all that bent out of shape when it comes to face sculpts, unless they're incredibly off.
Yeah.
But I'm not a particular to a certain, unless my thing is, if I'm going to get a character that is comically portrayed, that's one thing. If I'm gonna get a character that's an actual human being playing that, it's got to be real close, because that's the reason why I'm getting it.
Yeah.
You understand? So there's a lot of in between, when it's good and it's not good enough for me. I can spread that a little wide.
Right. Yep. Yeah, and I'm similar. I don't get too nitpicky. Of course, I want the best possible, as within, to a certain degree, within my budget, I should say. I'm not going to go out and pay like J&D prices for a figure, or even Blitzway prices. So I want to try to also be reasonable with my spending. Okay, how much do I want to actually spend on a figure? What's reasonable, understandable for me? But I try not to get too nitpicky, and I just try to appreciate what's out there. But to each his own, right? Other people may have higher expectations and demand more, and there's nothing wrong with that. They're paying their own money. They're the money that they earned to, and if that's what they're expecting, then that's what they're expecting. To each their own. Real quick, let me adjust the chat real quick. Don't want to forget about you guys, of course. The chat, you make these streams and these other streams. I encourage you all to kind of jump in and have a conversation, amongst yourselves, and make it fun. That's part of why we're here. Blue says, let's see here. Not playing the Blitzway aftermarket price. I'll be getting these guys. Yeah, my man. Same here. Let's see the rest. He's also saying the rest should be just as good of a head sculpt as they made Ray's. And again, these are just a prototype, so hopefully they all come out better than that. Tijuana Mike, aka King Churo, in the house. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, sir. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you coming through. TJ. Yep. Looking forward to meeting this man in CaliCon this year. First time we have met, so I'm looking forward to meeting him in person.
I want to go.
Let's see here. Everyone's talking nice. The shades are a must. Yep. I know I'm behind, but I'm sure you're talking about Blade. Yeah, I definitely will be displaying with the shades. That is a must. But I just wanted to show you all there watching, what he looks like without the shades, just to kind of get a true one-to-one there on that. Low key Calvin, my guy. He's my Calvin's dudes. Yeah.
What
good
up,
evening, gentlemen. Good evening, good sir. Appreciate you coming through. Let's see, Rick Duggins in the house. Hey, what's up, guy? Hey, what is up, Rick Duggins? Thank you also for coming through. Calvin saying, the more I see these inflated prices for the Blitzway figures, I'm really looking at these. Yeah, man. It's hard to beat, and it's just that price. And I don't know, like we were saying, Present Toys has been delivering recently, so even if they come out good, I think it could be a win here. But again, it depends on what you're looking for, what you're wanting. Another thing, others have mentioned before too, is a good alternative if you just want to buy these to throw them in if you have an Ecto 1, a 6-scale Ecto 1, right. These can be good stand-ins, right? So I thought that was a good idea too for those that want to have a set of Ghostbusters. If you're balling out of control like that, have a set of Ghostbusters on your shelf, and then have another set like this set there in your Ecto 1. Or
another big challenge. Not only is that head sculpt a big challenge,
yeah.
But if I was really, really into Ghostbusters enough where I wanted these figures, those backpacks, the detail in them are essential.
Yep, they are essential.
Which means we're talking major detail. It's gotta be close.
Yeah.
I'm digging the way they're looking here, but once again, it's not enough to really tell. But I'm sure they're gonna do a good job. I hope they do.
Yeah, likewise.
It's not going to be any Wandering Earth, but then again, these aren't 300 plus figures. $300.
Right, yeah.
That's a whole new level of detail.
Yeah. Duggan's asking, "Oh, what a shame. Where's my tripod daddy? Oh, sorry. Sorry,
Oh,
Duggins. He ain't here today."
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I disappoint you, man. Yeah. He might be on Collector's
God
Figure.
knows.
There's a high opportunity. He's there every Monday, right, Bean?
God knows where my Padawan is. I can't.
Yeah, Uncle Lou. Local Lou, out if you're out there on the grind, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going well. Shout out to Local Lou. I'm sure he'll jump on when he can. I know it's harder for him this time. Been saying this time in general doesn't work for him. I know it doesn't work for a lot of people. Just Saturday night, people are off doing their thing, living their lives, or they're working. But again, that's why even more I appreciate you all stopping by who are watching us, and tuning in and chatting. Appreciate your time and spending it here with us. Let's see here. 12-inch Moose Stream, another fine gentleman I'm looking forward to meeting again at CaliCon. He's come through to CaliCon and says, "Hello, community collectors."
12.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, 12. I'm going to check out doing Monday morning. First thing Monday morning. Everybody will be in school. The folks will be at work. So I usually like to check out first runs on Monday mornings because I have most of the theater, if not all of it, to myself. So,
lucky.
Yeah.
Are you going to see it in IMAX, Mike?
I am going to do my damn best.
Nice.
But either way, it's getting seen. Because I am a huge Dune fan. I actually went to see the very first one in 1984. I went to the theaters to see it with friends.
Oh man! Did you make it through that one?
Was awesome. They say the second one might be the one of if not the greatest science fiction you've ever seen. It's supposed to be. This is a once in a lifetime generation film.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing, man. A lot of people are just like coming out like masterpiece, 10 out of 10. I'm like, holy shit, wow. And so I'm trying to temper my expectations because, we all know what happens when you go into something with high expectations.
Well, why my expectations is this high?
Why? Tell us.
Because it's not like 50% of people. It's like I haven't heard anybody say they did 100% of the people that I've heard say. So that tells me, when it's that high, it's got to be real. If nothing else, I got to be satisfied. At least.
Yeah, you got to at least be
on IMDb, I think.
Oh, is it? Like for the year or forever?
Period. History.
Forever.
Yeah. It had the highest, and not that Rotten Tomatoes is a credible meter anymore, but it got the highest rating of any film ever on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow. Okay, that is high praise. Wow, I'm looking forward to it because I thought the first one was okay. It was really slow, so I was like, man.
I got a feeling this has the potential. We're talking about kids in their 10. Even though they say the film is very adult, when I was growing up, all the time, Terminator was real adult. Anyway, a lot of kids 10, 15 years old, I think Dune is gonna hit them like Star Wars hit other generations. It's gonna it's gonna be massive.
Good point. Yeah. Real quick, going through the chat, SpongeBob SquareBalls, Mr. Okay, so he's all, "Hey, Feezy," saying, "What's up?" First of all, Classy Thomas. So I went back and I was watching SpongeBob again this past weekend. Just felt like putting it on. So, part of the Saturday morning routine, I was working on the stream, prepping the stream, and I just threw on SpongeBob. You know what? I feel like watching SpongeBob, and my kids were there, so we all started watching it. First episode, there was a quote where Patrick refers to SpongeBob as fancy pants, SpongeBob fancy pants. So now I'm thinking, was it SpongeBob? What is it? Yes, I think it said fancy pants. So instead of Classy Thomas, I think I'm gonna start referring to you as fancy pants. We'll see if that sticks. But I appreciate you coming through, Classy Thomas.
I've never seen anybody. Class oozes out of this guy's pores.
Yeah, right.
He manicures. He's got a massage.
Oh, does he?
Chair. Yeah, he even. I think he feeds his cats truffles. This guy is the classiest.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. Wow,
he's super classy.
Rolling in class, man. No. Okay, so maybe
he's got a massage chair. I'm pretty sure he talked about a massage chair at least. So.
Okay, maybe So maybe the fancy moniker will stick. Then there you go. All right.
I got a feeling.
Get fancy. Pinky up. Let's see. Mike, 12-inch Moose Stream saying 1984 Dune is so bad. Yeah, I heard. That's what I heard too. So I haven't.
No,
it's not. He's like, no, it's not. You take that back.
It's just all the books tried to roll into one, I think.
Oh, okay.
The problem with Dune is the same problem. even the first new one had, even though it did well, a lot of people thought the first new one was slow and moved too slow. Yes and that. Same complaints. Years from now, people will have a different look at it. The ones that didn't care for it.
Yeah. Blur Dad Life in the house. Thank you for coming through. Good Saturday night, collectors. Good Saturday night to you as well, good sir. Thank you for coming through and spending it with us. We just got through talking about the Ghostbusters, but of course, if you want to catch replay, the timestamp will be in the description to go and check that out. All right, so continuing back on here. Let's see. Next up, I went through, just for those jumping on now. FYI, I went through and I showed these photos of the present toys figures that I got recently, comparing them to the prototypes. So yeah, go back and check that out on the replay or the rewind, and see for yourself. Overall, in general, again, these are all subjective. Just go out and watch some videos if you're on the fence of getting these figures or not, or any third-party figures in general, right? I should just generalize it to all figures, because we've all seen, even Hot Toys, some of their figures that come out have kind of been misses too. They haven't been spot on. The most recent one I can think of is that Octopus, Doc Ock, Alfred Molina. A lot of people, didn't really like that sculpt, and I thought it was okay myself. I have it, but I thought it was pretty good. It's not spot on, but even the license companies are off. Star Ace, I'm looking at you. A lot of people talk about them and these licensed companies, and they don't deliver as well either. So it's not just third party. So you gotta, frame of mind, right? Keep that all in perspective. But third parties every year, I think they're doing better and better. So just do their homework, go and check out some videos, and see what their track record is, and then go from there. All right. So now, news just dropped yesterday. Came up. I touched on this with the other SooSoo figures. We got the SooSoo Sultan of Speed. When I heard this name, it reminded me of remember on Sandlot when they were talking about Babe Ruth? He was like the Colossus of Clout, the Sultan of Smack. Yeah. The Sultan of Smack, the Colossus of Clout, the twins that are just repeating each other. When I heard that, it just reminded me of that, which is funny. But yeah, so the Sultan of Speed, 155. It's 155 up now for pre-order, 12.2 inches, so about 31 centimeters. Also set to release, well, as of now, Q4 of this year. We'll see if they deliver on that one. But yeah, like I mentioned, I think it was 2 figure lowdowns episodes ago, I went over some of the initial SooSoo figures that came out for this new wave, and I also showed that photo I did, that SooSoo that they posted, right, of all the silhouettes, and I went through and I filled all those in. So go check that out. Check that episode out, and to show all the upcoming figures. And this was one of them. So this figure here has 30 points of articulation, 6 interchangeable hands, 4 yellow effects there for speed, flash, lighting effects, and a figure base. And so one of the things I wanted to go over real quick, and I'll get your guys' thoughts on this, whoever wants to speak on this, is a lot of people were confused on which suit this was, and they pointed out, I think Mike, actually, I remember you saying in the chat yesterday too, when they went over this on LWO, shout out to LWO, by the way, that they were like, this isn't the 90s Flash suit. And
I didn't say it was a 90s Flash suit. I said this doesn't look like the 90s Flash.
Oh, you mean just his face, the likeness?
Yeah, somebody corrected me and said this is the older Flash from the new series. So
yeah,
I thought this was taken from the original, and that's why I was saying the body is not right. But then again, if he's an older person, and I'm sure Ship's body has changed over time. But,
so I think it was
the point I was making. It didn't remind me of that one.
Yeah, and I think I think I mentioned that. Yeah, I think I read that, and other people were confused, and I was I mentioned that in the chat as well. I touched on that because when I did, when I went through and I filled in those silhouettes, I kind of, did the homework, did some research, and to try to figure out which Flash this was. So disclaimer, I haven't seen any of the shows, so you guys out there in the chat, in the comments, or here in the panel, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But so I went back and I dug a little further and got comparison photos here for you guys, and we'll jump back to these photos here. But so to show the difference here, so here on the left is the 90, the Flash from the 90s. So you can see his suit has like that kind of, if you want to call it cell shading or shading on it.
Exactly,
It's
and it
more,
had his muscles were so much more defined. But of course, like
yeah,
he's an
it's
older man now.
right, yeah. So it's more muscular. And I think that was part of the suit. I don't think that was all specifically his muscles. I mean, I'm sure part of it is,
It's
but I
padding,
think
some of it.
yeah, part of it is padding. So you can see here on the left, that's the Flash from 1990, and then the one that we got that SooSoo just released is this one here in the middle, though. This is from 2018, the Arrow show. So they did an arc, called Elseworlds, that was a crossover event between, again, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was like Supergirl, Arrow, and then there was another show. I think it was the actual Flash show, right? The Flash show itself.
Supergirl,
But
it was Crisis was Arrow, Flash,
Well, crossover, right?
and Supergirl, I think, right? Wasn't it? Or
Supergirl,
Stargirl or
no,
Supergirl?
it was Supergirl.
No, it was a.
Okay.
I didn't watch
Well,
it. but
regardless, yeah.
I didn't
you
watch
guys
it,
can
but
you guys can do the
There's
homework.
4 shows
Yeah.
total.
There were 4
Okay,
characters.
gotcha. But regardless,
Something else
whatever
tomorrow.
whoever's involved,
Legends
this
of
one,
Tomorrow.
this one in the middle is from Arrow, from the Arrow, his Arrow appearance. I guess it was like Elseworlds Part 2, and so that's where this suit is from. And then so you can see the difference.
Dead on. I mean, that's the thing I appreciate about these ones coming out. This is the outfit is directly out of the comic book. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, so you can see here how it resembles more the one in the middle, right, rather than one on the left. So just to put out that clarification for all to see, like, hey, that's not the 90s Flash, but I think it's based on the Arrow one. And then I just threw this in for fun. The one on the right is also John Wesley ship, but here he's playing the Golden Age Flash, Jay Garrick. And that's actually another figure that's also seems like they're going to release, right? It seems like I filled in that silhouette as well, and it was of this character. It looked like it fit perfectly in there. So not to say that it's for sure going to be him, but it most likely will be. I'll put my money on it. But again, that I could be wrong, but it looks like the silhouette fits him. So yeah, it looks like we're going to be getting 2 different versions of Wesley's ship here, John Wesley's ship, and that one's from season 3 of the newer Flash show. So that's from 2016. But yeah, so going back to this, Beam, we'll start with you. You have any thoughts overall on this?
It looks good.
Overall thoughts?
I think it looks pretty damn good. Great price. Mike's gonna get 3 of them.
Come on, Army.
But no, I'm happy this one came out because I was a huge fan of the Flash show too.
Yep.
I still need to get Kid Flash, and then the other Flash. There's 2 that I want that they released previously or announced.
Yeah, the future Speedster, the future Barry Allen. That one.
The Doctor guy. The one, I forget his name.
Oh, Reverse Flash.
Yes, Reverse Flash. I don't need the
Kid Flash.
future one.
The future.
because
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I have the Flash from Hot Toys.
Now is this
What was
the
that?
final?
You're sorry, you could come in kind of low, Beam. What was that last part?
I have that Flash from not the future Flash, but I have a Flash from the Hot Toys version.
Oh,
of that
okay,
one,
gotcha.
so, that figure's awesome. I just need the ones that complement it.
Gotcha. Okay, so it sounds like you're getting this one, you said?
Yeah, I'll probably pick this one up. It's great.
Gotcha.
price.
Yeah. Mike, go ahead, let it rip. What are your thoughts on this one?
Oh man, I love SooSoo company. I wish it was. Now that somebody pointed out that this is the older Flash, I can see Wesley ship here now more. I
Yeah.
guess, because of the age.
Yeah.
I kind of wish it was the 90s version, the younger one.
Yeah.
Not crazy about the head piece here, and it looks like he's wearing an eraser. Don't like it.
Yeah, it does.
I don't like the way it's cut out here. I love the outfit.
Mhm.
If you go back, could you go back a few pictures?
Yep.
Going right there. To the far left where he's standing there, from the calf to the feet looks so short. This looks weird. I'm not liking that. It looks like bottom half of his legs not even there. He looks. There's something not right about this body. I cannot get over. I don't like the body.
Gotcha.
I'm not.
You're not feeling it.
John Wesley ship, but I'm not pulling the trigger on this one though.
Gotcha. Okay. No, yeah, definitely understandable. I agree with Beam on the price though. And I think we were talking about this last time when we first went over all those photos and what could potentially come on the teasers. I think Mike, you had brought this up on creating, a Justice League of our generation, from like the 90s, right? So putting this Flash in with
no, and that's another
Keaton.
reason why I wound up changing my mind. Probably Beam's gonna get it, or no, Blue or Beam's gonna get it. You're gonna hold
Blue's
it up,
for sure
I'm gonna
getting this. Yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah,
we'll
we
both
know
have
he's
one.
getting it.
We'll be
Now
waving
you're gonna
at the
hold it up.
camera
I'm gonna
and
go, oh
Mike's gonna be
damn
like,
it,
damn it.
yeah,
damn it, yeah.
because I love. I love, dude. Flash was one of the first comics I read as a kid. Even though I was a Marvel guy, I was still a DC collector as well. This is my Flash, and I finally. So I don't know. Somewhere down the road, I'll probably wound up,
Pew, 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 choo, choo.
pulling the trigger on it anyway.
Yeah. Real quick, let me jump to the chat right quick. Let's see here.
Oh, Benjamin.
Aaron Collects in the house. What's up, fam? What is up, Aaron? Thanks for coming through. Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Blur Dad saying, I think with Frozen Empire, people will jump on those guns. Yeah, exactly. I think I want to say that was planned also by Present Toys, right? To jump on that hype train. I mean, it's only, it only makes sense, right? And that's something I forgot to touch on. Actually, I'm glad you kind of sparked a thought on this, Blur Dad, was that another thing I was going to mention is, I said before that the only option prior to these Present Toys coming out was Blitzway, right? People were just, if you wanted Ghostbusters, it was that or nothing. And I'm sure Present Toys saw an opportunity, right? Just in general, anytime there's a high demand for something and people aren't getting what they want, that's an opportunity for other companies to come in and cash in on that. I mean, it only makes sense. It's just a smart business decision, right? To just, there's money on the table there. People are wanting something. The demand isn't being, there's no supply, right? The demand's not being fulfilled. And so Present Toys stepped up and they're doing it. And, it sounds like a lot of people are on board, despite possibly being somewhat iffy on what the final is going to look like. I'm still reading a lot of people saying, I'm getting these, right? Regardless. And I'm starting to see, you kind of see the effects. I'm starting to see the first, Peter, right? The Murray one is starting to be sold out on certain websites. So I think, that could be somewhat telling. It's still available. I'm not saying it's just, it's sold out everywhere. But the couple that I have seen, the ones that I trust, the one that I usually go to, I have quite a few. They're starting to be sold out on those sites. So just, something to consider in that. Alex in the house, like and subscribe if you haven't. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate the support on that. Hope you're getting rest up, man. I know you're tired, so hopefully you're getting that rest that you need. Mike 12-inch Moose Stream saying, I already pre-ordered the first 3. Yeah, man, I'm sure. I had no doubt that you were going to get these. A lot of people were talking high praise on those also. I didn't get those. Those weren't my Flashes. I don't know what's the plural for Flash. Team Flash. Flash Eye, yeah. Flashes. But like Mike, I agree with Mike here. This Flash is the one I grew up with, the John Ship, even though it's not directly the one from the 90s show. But again, I'm not too much of a stickler on those details. Again, the representation is there, and okay, that's good. I'll pair this with my Keaton Batman from Hot Toys when that comes in, that newer one. And I like Mike's idea. So I'm just waiting for a Christopher Reeves of some sort of 6 scale. Someone does a 2.0 or does a newer or modern version of that Christopher Reeves, and I'll put that with that collection there. Ben Thomas in the house, LGN tomorrow. Be sure to check out his channel if you haven't already. He's like, hey guys, what is up? Oh, by the way,
I'm an avid watcher.
Ben, as well as my panelists here, they're all friends of the channel, so be sure to check out that section of my channel, and you should see links to their YouTubes on there as well. So go show them some love, including Ben Thomas here. And thanks for coming through, Ben. Appreciate you coming through, man. SpongeBob Square Balls, or Fancy Pants, I should say. Fancy Pants. Yeah, SpongeBob Fancy Pants says it looks like they use a seamless body. Yeah, right. I think it's more of the suit here, and that's another thing I noticed was that compared to the first 3 Team Flash members that they released, those had more of looked like a rubbery type of suit. This one has more of the fabric suit, which seems more representative of that Flash, right? Because
which I appreciate as well. Yeah, because even when you watch the series, there's plenty of close-ups, and you can tell his suit has a fabric fabrically look.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Seamless
and
body
that's
would
why I'm
make
having an
sense.
issue with this, because it's weird, because when you look at the whole body itself, you can see it where it looks fabric, but then
Yeah.
when you get up to the headpiece, it looks rubber. That
Yeah.
drives
The
me.
headpiece is rubber, hard plastic.
It drives me crazy.
But the seamless
Drives
body makes sense to Mike's
crazy.
point about the legs looking shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can
was
kind of see
thinking
that
about
now.
that too, Beam. You're right, because a lot of times with these
Scrunches.
particular bodies, they have,
Oh, so with seamless bodies, you're saying they usually have shorter legs? Is that what you're saying, Beam?
No, it would scrunch the silicone up a little bit. Especially
Yeah,
with
Oh,
the
I see.
split cut boot design that looks like like
Yeah,
like it
that's
has,
another thing.
so,
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe. Time will
But,
tell,
yeah.
I suppose. I mean, it's
Yeah.
weird. It's not in the description.
As far as like the seamless body, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I take the approach in general. Like if it doesn't say it in the description, I just take it
You
as it
assume
doesn't
that
come
it's-
with it.
Right.
Yeah, better to like
better
rather than
to assume the worst.
expect it. Yeah, exactly.
would-
Just in
Shouldn't say
case.
the worst, but
Yeah, because it just says 30 points of articulation. So I would
Right.
say,
that's a lot.
I would say it's a regular plastic body, but
Well,
Yeah.
30 points is quite a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's more than I think the typical that I've seen is 25, if I'm not mistaken. There, I think part of it, what's attributed here, like Beam pointed out, and I was going to say too, is split cut boot. It looks like he's going to have a split cut boot, which is awesome. I don't think from the other figures, the other Flash figures, they didn't look like they had them. Maybe the future. I think it was a future speedster that might have had it.
It was so close to the boot, it almost just looked like a line. This one, you can see
Yeah.
the actual fabric is puffed up a bit.
Yep. Yeah. So I think this is more likely.
Yeah.
Again, just speculating here that this is
Good-
going to have a
good
split
point,
cut boot,
good
which is
point.
awesome.
like
Yeah.
on his right boot. You can
Yeah, you can see the gap here.
Yeah.
Choo choo choo. Yep.
Man, I wish they.
His right, our left.
Oh, his right.
Man.
Gotcha. Yeah,
they-
you can see the gap there. Yeah.
the 90s version of Flash, John Wesley Shipp, if we could have pulled him out of the 90s and put him into our latest Justice League movie as the Flash, he would have been so badass.
That's why I liked the Flash, because they actually incorporated him into the show. He played Barry Allen's dad.
He's so badass.
I like that they paid homage to that previous show. So.
I have no idea what
And
you're
it
saying,
really
Beam.
is
I
one of
haven't
the
seen
better-
it.
Believe it or not, it really is one of, I think it went for 2 seasons only, or 3 maybe. First season is so cool. It is one of the few really faithful adaptations from comics out of any show ever. I mean, it's one of those shows like with Batman 66 where, wow, the guy was, it was just so faithful, and you just really loved it. It was a great series. I wish it could have went longer. I wish they hadn't they redid his cast, the folks around him, and they kind of screwed the story up. But him in general, I think he's one of the best portrayers of a comic book hero. He's at the top with a lot of these folks, with Ben Affleck and all of them, right up there.
Yeah. Yep,
I know
agree.
Ben Affleck
Yeah.
was such a good Daredevil.
Yeah, he was.
I didn't mind it.
I need to go back and watch it. It's been a minute, but it didn't.
It had some weak moments, but I don't know. He looked kind of badass as Daredevil, man.
He only took
Okay,
the
yeah.
role because he thought he'd never play Batman. So
Yeah. But yeah, this one here is this one I had to jump on again, like Moose and Mike's, or 12-inch and Beam. Looks like, it sounds like you're possibly going to get this one. This is the Flash I grew up with, so I'm jumping on this one. And this may be the only Flash I get, unless they 2.0 or reissue that Dark Flash, that zombie looking one that Toso did a while ago that I missed out on, that I wasn't collecting at that time, but that just looks so badass.
I saw
them to
somebody
reissue
showing
that.
it on the stream. Ew, that's a wild looking figure.
Yeah, I went over that also. Yeah, the same stream, I think, that the SooSoo.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, so that one, looks badass. But so this one looks like the articulation is going to be there. The suit is a softer fabric, which I appreciate because it's going to give way to more better articulation, right? As compared to like the rubber suit.
Mhm.
I put this picture on the right here. It looks funny because it looks like he's kind of doing like the robot with the way he has his arms, like "Tomo Origato." It looks like he's the
Yeah,
way
the
he's
guy,
gonna move his arm.
yeah, the guy posing
Yeah,
him.
Tomo.
Whoever posed him is not the best poser.
Yeah, the one in the middle is okay with him running. The one
Yeah,
on the
but
right
you
them
know
has him doing the
something, man.
Origato.
With that outfit, they can
Yeah.
get more playful.
Yeah, you can kind of see here the twist in the waist in the middle also. Right here you can see like
Mhm.
you can see like you tell they twisted it, so that seems promising. But yeah, overall the articulation on this one looks like it's going to be better compared to the other ones.
Yep.
Mike, you're getting
So
this
yeah.
one.
What's that?
What
I
was
said,
that
Mike,
again?
Mike, you're getting this one right.
It'll probably happen down the road. It won't be immediate, but you know, I can't imagine anybody else doing at least ship
Yeah.
anytime soon. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not putting it on the top priorities. Let's put it that way. Even though it's one of my favorites.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And for those who prefer an older, mature, more wise John Wesley ship, again, it seems like SooSoo's going to bring us this Jay Garrick Golden Age Flash version. So that could be making its way out
Pick
there.
that
So,
one up, too.
what's that?
So I'll pick that one up too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I would consider this one. If I get the young one, I'm getting the old one for sure.
Oh, you're gonna get okay. Wow,
Oh yeah,
check you out.
definitely.
Yeah, I
Well,
gotta.
I've always dug the the vintage Flash. I love that doggone bowl with the wings on it. Love it.
Yeah, the bowl.
Yeah,
the
the
dog bowl.
well,
Yeah.
You
actually,
actually get that with the hot
it's
dogs,
taken from the god Mercury.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, to make that connection. That makes sense though, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's where they got the inspiration for his helmet.
Okay. That's true. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think it was right there in front of me. Duh.
Yep.
Yeah. What were you saying, Beam?
The helmet comes with the Hot Toys Flash.
Oh, does it?
So it's removable.
Hmm.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Jumping back to the chat real quick. Jose G in the house. Hey, fellas, what is up? Jose, thank you for joining us. Low Key is saying here the director's cut for Daredevil is a hell of a lot better than the original cut. Okay,
I did see,
man.
yeah, he's correct. It is better.
Netflix
Is that a-
Daredevil trumps everything. So
The Netflix, yeah.
Well, of course.
Well, yeah.
Nobody can argue that. Well, you could, but
Gotcha.
it would be futile. I know. I was saying that too, Ben. I can't.
Oh,
Bean,
it's
you
'cause I
got to
keep
turn
looking
your
away from my
stuff up,
makeup on.
dude.
I keep looking away
Okay.
from my makeup.
Yeah, I have you turned up all the way on my end, Beam, so it's
'Cause
all
he
you.
already,
You
he
gotta-
already talks like Clint Eastwood anyway, all cool and stuff. Like he's
Yeah.
gonna threaten people.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to make my day? No, it's Dirty Harry. I was thinking of Clint Eastwood. Thanks for the feedback there, Ben. Yeah, anyone else out there? If it's again as usual, if it's just anything sounds weird or anything's too loud, let us know. For sure, we want to make sure you guys
Not
can hear us,
superior.
and we're not overpowering you with anything else. But yeah, so any other thoughts on this John Wesley ship flash from Arrow or Elseworlds?
You better move on, and we'll be here a while. Don't even ask
All right.
us.
In that case,
At least not me.
moving
You know,
on.
my gums flap.
Yeah. So moving on, sticking with third party. I think this is our last third party here. The Mentor,
Yeah.
aka not Luke Skywalker.
I told you. I've been saying this for a couple of years now.
Go ahead.
That-
Tell us.
That Hot Toys days are over, and that it's not going to be one company that's going to take them out. It's like throwing a bleeding whale into a lake of baby sharks, and they're all just going to bite off of Hot Toys bit by bit. And so, if you get enough companies taking or dipping into what is considered their lion's share, it's going to hurt them. It's going to have an effect. And I if you got more and more companies taking a risk and coming out with Star Wars figures, trouble.
Yeah. So it's an interesting take there. And that's something I was curious about too. I know when this came out, I was mentioning you guys. I'm like, this is interesting that, and others have said this too. After the fact, as well, is that why is this company, the Alpha or Alpha Toys, I should say, coming out with this figure when the the one that's very similar from Hot Toys is still pretty available. I know Sideshow, I think they're all sold out, but you can get it elsewhere. right? And this is the one I was mentioning. I was referring to when we were talking about the Present Toys Ghostbusters, or the Ghost Hunting Squad, I should say. Sorry, Ghost Hunting Squad. Correction there. Yeah, I can't get it twisted. But this is almost like a a 1-for-1 here. There's some slight differences of the Hot Toys version, but it even comes with the little mini, the Apprentice, they call it, separate rollable eyeballs, and yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, that I didn't pay attention to that. You're right. They even doing the rolling ones. That's even that even ramps it up even more.
Yep. So as I put here, $190 USD, set to come out Q3 of this year. So yeah, I mentioned the the separate rollable eyeballs, 9 interchangeable hands. Let's see here, the LED lit saber hilts, the 2 effects, the dynamic style blade, light sword, laser sword, and the static style blade. So yeah, this is interesting. The only thing I can think of why this company is ballsy enough to do this and would want to put it out is the price, right? That's the only thing I can think of, to offer a cheaper alternative for those who don't want to pay the extra. I did some quick Googling on eBay, or a quick search on eBay, to see what this the similar Hot Toys version is going for, and it's about, if you want to get, I think it's about $290 used or new, around that price. So it's about $100 more. So people might say, why not just pay the $100? And yeah, I mean, that could be an option too. But on the other hand, there's some people who are just, that's $100 too much, and they're willing to spend. And so
not only that, Feezy, but it's coming with a feature that is so rare from a third party: rollable eyeballs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just for photographers, it takes it to a whole nother level.
Yeah. That's the thing I was touching on before with Present Toys, right? It's just like, they provided extra head sculpt with that Ghost Hunting Squad, and in addition to, like, they had the LED proton pack and things like that. So I can't remember off the top of my head. I have this Luke. I had to get it, the Hot Toys version. I can't remember now if he has rolling eyeballs or not. You guys correct me in the chat. I can't remember off the top of my head if he has rolling eyes. Does he? Okay, so then yeah, there you go.
And you're still getting this for $100 less. That's almost another.
If it's not just a recast, sure.
Yeah, that's a thing too. Yeah.
Doesn't it look like it could possibly be a recast from the Mandalorian? He has rolling eyes.
That's third party.
Which one?
The Jack Nicholson Joker has rolling eyes. That's third party.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, we're not saying it's not.
Yeah, go ahead. But I'm making my point.
It's not rare.
He's making my point.
It's not rare anymore.
Well, no, it's not. But you're still making my point. It's something that third parties are using now.
Yeah. Well, it's because they're getting Hot Toys in hand, and they're checking out the technology. So
yeah. Yep. And like we were saying earlier, right? Just driving that competition, even like third party, and the third party making the first party, kind of start rethinking things and actually start putting more effort and some innovation into what they're coming out with. Because again, ultimately, it's all up to the consumers, right? They want to. We all have our own preferences, and where I was going with the price is that we all have different. We're all at different financial income levels and socioeconomic levels, right? Everyone is, making different amounts of money year to year, and it varies. And so this figure may just be more appealing to those consumers, those collectors who are, this is more within their price range. So we can't, there's just people of basically who collect in different ways, different styles, or it's more than the Hot Toys is maybe more than they're willing to spend. So I personally although I'm not getting this, I think it's just cool to have that option for those, who maybe want to get in the game of 1/6 scale, but they don't want to pay those higher prices yet. And there's a phrase that another company is using to also appeal to those types of consumers, and that's entry grade pricing, right? I'm referring to Hono. They came out with their Wolverine for that reason and the price it is, and they even said entry grade pricing. And so I wasn't in that meeting with them when they decided, hey, let's cater to this group or these types of consumers or collectors. But I'm just, again, speculating. I'm thinking that's when you use that kind of terminology, it kind of seems understandable that they're trying to market a specific audience. And it could be also collectors coming, as others have mentioned, those collecting 1/12 or from other scales, and they want to go up. And so I don't see this this Mentor, I should say, being any different, right? Just, yes, the Hot Toys version is still available to some degree, but again, this is just another alternative, entry grade pricing. And again, subjective to whether you think this is worse or as good or even better. You can't speak for everybody, but again, options, people can decide for themselves whether they want this. Maybe they're like, I just want a representation of this character in my collection, and I don't want to pay that price, even though it may be $150 more. That's still $150 that they're saving, right? So people can save.
$150 is another figure.
Exactly. Exactly. Going back to that Ghost Hunting Squad, right? If you save $100 on each of those, that's $400 that you're saving. That you can put towards another figure or possibly two figures. So, again, it's just options.
But
options
now, isn't this their third reveal, Star Wars reveal? They Palpatine, and wasn't there
different company, but yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, was it I wasn't sure. Palpatine was a different company.
Yeah, that was Beyond Toys. I covered that last week. Yeah.
That even makes it more like, oh my goodness. So you got even more companies. Where they getting the balls, like you said, who knows? But man, they don't seem to be afraid.
Yeah, and so I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on this and just the whole, for one, the figure, but then that if you want to touch on anything that I just mentioned here, Beam, we'll start with you. What are your thoughts on the figure, and then anything else that I mentioned here about the pricing?
I think we talked about this last Monday. I'm trying to see if Alpha figure, what is it, Alpha Toys?
Alpha Toys, yeah.
Anything else? Because there's a number on this one, isn't there? In their little logo.
Oh,
number
yeah.
007, I think.
Yeah, 007. You're right. Yep.
Okay. I don't know what else they've made, but
yeah, same. I've never heard of this company either. Yeah.
I've seen that logo before. I know I've
got some cojones on them, man. I mean, that's pretty ballsy to go after Star Wars.
Yeah.
It looks good. I mean, I still think Hot Toys' quality would be better. If you want to go with a Luke, I would spend the money. The thing that interests me the most, though, is the light up hilt. I don't know what that means. I don't know how they're going to light it up.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Is that they seem to have it taken apart there? Is that a battery right there, or what is that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that might be just what is it called? The pommel of the saber, the very bottom part that you unscrew. Oh, I see. You're talking about the middle. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's probably could be the battery that you put then in there. But you're talking about. Is that what you're talking about? This middle part here?
The whole thing. I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, so I think you're right. I think this might be the battery here, and I think this is the pommel. I believe I could be wrong. The bottom part that screws on the bottom of the saber hilt. Look at me using all these fancy words.
You're a big shot.
Or is that just how it attaches to his hand? I don't know.
Or maybe I don't know. Yeah, I didn't say in the description whether he's using batteries or a cable. I don't see a cable, so I'm gonna presume it's battery.
Yeah, that long yellow gold cylindrical piece goes inside. It's a cartridge.
Yeah, right. So I'm thinking too, but I'm not sure. Sorry, what else were you gonna say?
I mean, it's just weird. It's crazy. It'd be funny though if this was just Hot Toys trying out new things.
yeah. Their secret side gig, their personality.
That would be crazy.
That's interesting. I never thought about that. They could totally do that. Yeah,
Mr. Chan is around.
Let's make a few more bucks trying out this new technology that we're
fooling these foolish Americans.
Funky Cold Santa in the house is saying, didn't they make that Anakin with rooted hair? I'm not sure actually. Are you talking about this company here? Let me know. Follow up. But appreciate you coming through though, Funky Cole. Thanks for spending Saturday night with us, man. Appreciate it.
I think he's thinking of the Hot Toys.
Outfitters. Alpha made Officer Chung JS figure.
I know. I've seen the logo.
Yeah, speaking of logos, I want to say this logo here reminds me of Seinfeld.
It does.
Yep. When I saw that.
Well, the graphics are so like 90-ish.
It's What's the deal with this Skywalker?
It looks like somebody created that logo back in the 90s.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, no. Oh, not Skywalker. The What's the deal with the mentor?
Go ahead, Bean, finish up because I want to rip into this.
Oh
No,
man.
go ahead.
No, I don't. I'm not going to rip into it. Rip into it. I'm just hoping that Alpha and the other company that did the Palpatine.
Yeah.
I want them to whip out a Bespin Han, baby.
Oh, is that what you're
Come
waiting
on.
for? You're gonna get all three of them?
Dude, no. I'm just looking at the fact that they're doing this. I'm waiting for one of the companies to come out with a Bespin Han. I'm going to snatch it if the head sculpt is respectable.
No.
Dude,
Okay.
come on. If it's the head sculpt, they might as well just go ahead and recast somebody.
Yeah.
Because if they
Yeah.
come out with a respectable Bespin Han, I
Yeah,
don't
they did do
know.
that one, the chosen one.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, Funky Cole here saying 004, the chosen one, Anakin with the Sith eyes and hair. Oh, okay. I didn't see that one.
Okay.
Thanks for bringing that to the light side for us. I haven't seen that one. I'll have to look that one up. Blur Dad saying that's an interesting point, Mike. So you got props on that one, Mike.
I'm sorry. What point? Which point was he referring to?
They got one here
I'm
that would
guessing
make tremble dust. Tremble.
Bespin Han? I'm not sure.
Oh, the best.
You want to? I'm guessing. I don't Blur Dad. You want to clarify there for us?
Yeah.
Either way, you got a brownie point there, Mike. So that's your card.
I try and scarf up as many as I can.
Oh yeah, Bespin Han.
Bespin,
Yeah. Every 10 brownie points, you get a cookie. So just make sure you keep
Yeah.
track of that and hold on to it. But yeah, go ahead. Continue, Mike. Any other thoughts on this one?
No, I'm just like I said, I'm pleased as punch to see my predictions coming true.
Mm.
Hey, more power to them.
Yeah, right.
Just be careful, guys. You guys are really stepping over like some really hot coals here. I don't want to see you rolling around like Anakin, talking about I hate you, I hate you.
I hate you. Yeah, some people were, we mentioned that they're kind of ballsy, and other people were mentioning, that this was a dumb decision for this company to do this, or it wasn't smart, or it wasn't wise. But I'm thinking they thought about this, right? There's no way that this company is totally oblivious to what could happen. You go out and making toys, you're in the business making toys. You have to have done some homework, you would think. And so I'm sure everyone's aware of how, like, the strong arm that Disney and the House of Mouse have on other people. And so I want to say they're aware of the gamble they're taking and putting these figures out and seeing what sticks. But I mean, if nothing else, right? It's, from what I understand, they all they need to do is just change their name and they become another company, right? That's usually how.
Well, I would tend to believe there's a shadow company behind this anyway.
You think so? Yeah, like Beam was saying, maybe it was Hot Toys testing something out.
I bet you it's a shadow company, and I bet
me adjust my
somebody
tinfoil
who
hat.
worked in the industry.
Yeah, or maybe someone who used to work for Hot Toys and they know the ins and outs, or someone who used to work with
not
Disney.
necessarily Hot Toys. They could have worked for the movie industry. They could have worked
For-
they could have even worked for Lucasfilm, for all we know.
Oh yeah, someone on the inside in general. Yeah,
And
who
it
used to
doesn't
be.
have
Yeah,
to be
that's
anybody
true.
really high up on the chain. I mean,
Yeah.
Lucasfilms employs thousands of people.
Yeah. So does Disney. Yeah, probably like millions. I'm guessing. I don't know. But yeah, no, that's a good point, Mike. Yeah, that's a good point. And Beam.
Let's say I worked for Lucasfilms, right?
Okay.
And let's say I've been gone for 15, 20 years, but I've been bouncing around, contracting into different companies and stuff. If I got some inside, pull with some people, I say, hey, listen, we're planning on coming out with all right, well, if you guys want to take that risk, yeah, we're not going to name it Luke, and well, hey,
Right.
I'm just letting you know. All right. And
No,
it
yeah.
could be one. We're never gonna hear the conversation that ensued when they were proposing this.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but you got to think that they had some thought, right? They were kind of aware of what the potential risk and what could happen. And yeah, again, another good point there, Mike, that this is common in any industry, right? Anyone who's in a specific industry that they work in.
Absolutely.
So talking specifically here with the toy manufacturing, toy design business, you hear it if you follow other scales or other companies that, people who used to work from one company go to another one. I believe the guy who now owns and runs Super 7, he used to work for Hasbro, I believe.
Or they leave and form one.
Yeah, exactly. And same thing with game developers, right? There's game developers used to work for one company, they break off and they go create their own independent indie company and they make games. So it happens all the time. So yeah, you're right. Maybe this is a company or any of those third parties out there that, this ex-employee of another major like primary AAA company, and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna go do my own thing. I want to make this. I don't like the way this company is making these figures.
Right. Fred is still with Lucasfilms on the down low, and
Fred.
I didn't burn all.
Oh,
I didn't burn all my bridges. You know. What
Yeah. Yep. Blue tattoos. Okay, I'm back. CG Luke. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about.
I just sent you Alpha Toys 006.
Okay. Let's take a look here. I want to see if I've seen it before.
You sent me?
Yeah, in the private chat here.
I'm not seeing anything.
There it is.
Okay, I was gonna say, it's like, I'm not seeing anything. All right, here, let's take a look at this real quick. Just wait, what? No, I'm not seeing. I don't think I'm seeing the right one here. Oh, you're just saying an Alpha Toys and figure in general.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Chosen one. That
No.
funky.
Yeah,
clothes.
easy. We're gonna save hentai for
Chosen
backstage,
one,
okay?
Yeah. Yes, hentai.
Chosen
Don't
was that
tell me hentai
rooted-haired
yet.
dark side Anakin.
Yeah, that's one I thought you were gonna. This was okay. Yeah, this is. If you want to take a look what Alpha has done, 006. Yeah, I'm sure you can go enjoy that.
Easy,
on your own
almost
time
clicked
there.
on that hentai, folks. We
I
almost
did. Yeah, I was
got
like,
a real
Blue almost
rise
got
out
me.
of
Yeah, Blue
eyebrows.
Beam. I keep calling you Blue. Beam almost got me. He's waiting for it. It's like, got him. Not today, Beam. Not today.
No, that was what number was that?
They're
Number
not so
4?
superior
Number
this
2?
time, huh, babe?
There is one that Alpha Toys did that would make Tremble. So
That would, make that one's for Tremble. Yeah, go check out Alpha 006 Tremble if you're listening. So here's.
no.
Oh,
006 was from One Piece.
Oh yeah, Nami. Yeah, but they an after dark version of Nami.
An After Dark version, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. So here, let me show this real quick. Share this one.
What?
Let me enhance. Oh, this is the only picture they have? Oh, okay, here we go.
I've never seen this before. Wow.
Yeah, this one looks interesting. Yeah.
Look at that hair.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he's
that's
Pantene
Barbie.
all the
That's
way.
Barbie all day.
Pantene Pro V.
I get both sculpts, the dark side and the regular.
Yeah, okay. Wow, I totally missed it. But yeah.
Crazy.
No, I don't know about the hair though. I'm personally not feeling the hair. But
It looks
Anakin's
like,
feeling it.
said,
That's
forget it.
definitely a
Just-
Head and
just
Shoulders
throw
commercial.
a
Yeah,
Barbie
right?
wig on.
Yeah. Shoulders, yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
but
my- what?
that,
You know,
there's
the
an
face-
option though.
The face sculpt ain't all that bad. It's the hair.
Yeah, the face sculpt's not. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
The
might use
hair
a
is
trim.
criminal.
He left the leave. He left in the leave-in conditioner, leave-in shampoo in there.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for sharing that. So there you go. That's another option if you're looking for.
When did
Uh,
this
rooted-
come out, or when did they reveal this?
I have no
It's
idea.
been
This is
a
the first time
while.
I'm seeing
It's
this.
been out for
Yeah.
a while.
Oh,
First
so
time I'm
that-
seeing that one.
Oh,
Like
But-
from this particular store, it's out of stock, so it's been out for a little while.
Yeah, but
wow.
yeah, I don't see the date. I
Well,
don't
there
see
you
the a year
go.
on here. But 004 though, so that's where they're at with that one
That Anakin figure sold out.
on that website. Yeah. So I don't know if it's still available, but
Mm.
let's see here. Blue Tattoo saying they need to make different characters. Yeah, make ones nobody's made. Yeah, I agree with that. So yeah,
Well,
I've
even-
seen
well,
that sentiment.
Actually, they need to make the OGs right and then move on. Just clean up your mess, okay? First, you know.
A mess. No,
Well, what I'm
with
saying
Blue.
is they're
I'm
doing
with Blue.
things
They
like
need to stay away from the main characters. They really do.
no, yeah, I understand. No, what I'm just saying that I'm glad to see like Hot Toys coming out with new versions of Han. You know what I'm saying? The OGs haven't really
Yeah.
gotten their due, and we're moving on and
Yeah,
doing other stuff. I
Yeah,
want
because
to
we're finally
make
getting
sure the
them on.
OGs get all of their due done, and then we can go on from there.
All right, real quick before we go on, stop the press.
I know.
We got a special invited guest came in through the back door, ladies and gentlemen. It's Low Key in the house. What is up, Calvin?
I don't know if I'm so low key anymore, but after
Yeah,
last
no,
night,
it's all good, man. Yeah, it's all
You mean
good.
after last night, Calvin? I was
Yeah.
there. It was awesome, bruh. Historic.
when you have to speak facts, you speak facts, and
Historic.
I've been told don't bother the quiet ones. So you get what you ask for. So happy to be here, Michael. I believe this is the first time I've streamed with you. So
Yes,
happy to
sir.
finally
It's a
have
Oh,
pleasure
you,
to meet
nice.
you.
sir. And you know, Jane being here, you know, love you guys. So thanks for
Yes,
the invite.
sir.
I literally just walked
Well,
in
no,
the door.
Calvin, you
What's up?
popped up on Feezy's with me. I was on, I think
Okay, I think we did before.
you did. Yeah.
Oh, the recap one, I think. The was
I
it the
believe-
Hot Toys recap?
I think,
Probably.
yeah, we did meet.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I just got in the house. Second brother's in town for the night, so I met.
Oh,
I
nice.
had a early dinner with him and Mario. So
Nice.
just getting information.
Oh, okay, cool. Tell him I said what's up next time you see him if he's still around. But yeah, if you're, appreciate you coming through, man. Yeah, like sounds like you just came in and you're spending your Saturday evening with us as well. So appreciate you coming through, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Oh,
man,
boy.
of course.
Oh, boy.
Your boy, yeah. And we got, speaking of Local Lou, we were talking about earlier. Local Lou in the house. What's poppin', people? Can't do it justice. Can't just do it justice, Lou. But yeah, look at Smo2 Jedi. Yeah. You had a fan earlier, Lou. So hopefully that person's still here and been able to chat with you. But appreciate you coming through, Lou. I know you're a busy man also. So yeah, always appreciate the time. Collection Obsession in the house. And he's saying Anakin, or I should say he or she's saying Anakin needs more product in his hair. Yeah. Make it more. You saying you want more volume. You prefer more volume in the hair. Yeah. Yeah. So Calvin, we were just talking about this. We're about to wrap it up, but I don't know if you caught any of what I was saying. But yeah, real quick, let me finish up some thoughts on this and I'll jump back to you. So yeah, I was just talking about how 190, it seems like it's a good option for those, who don't want to pay the higher prices. I was just saying options overall in general for collectors or consumers is just a good thing, right? To just give people the option to not have to pay the higher prices and lower prices, because we do it in all aspects of what we buy, right? Consumable items, electronics, food, right? There's the higher end name brand stuff, and then there's the lower, the lesser known brand, the more inexpensive, cheaper stuff, basically, right? And of course, there's a difference in quality, but at least you have an options of what you want. Sometimes it matters, sometimes it doesn't. It also depends on what the item. For me, I don't need to buy like cables, for instance, right? Some companies like Monster, they try to advertise, these like HDMI cables that are supposed to be like top of the line. But for people who don't know, you don't really need all that fancy. You just need a cable that works and it meets the specs that you need. So I'm just throwing out an example there. Blue AirPods, or I should say headphones, earbuds. Some people, they don't need to get the Apple AirPods and pay that premium price, and they're just fine using just whatever Amazon Basics brands. TVs, you have Sony, LG. Some people are fine with the TCL Emerson that they sell at Walmart. To them, they just want a TV that works. So this is, I don't personally see this as any different, right? It's just figures. You give people options, lower price point, and it's more within their budget. They don't, it's all subjective. What's in our price range, what we're looking for. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on that whole pricing thing and the this figure in general? You probably already have this, though, the Hot Toys version, don't you?
Are you asking me? Sorry, I was responding.
Yeah, Calvin. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
You said you're gonna finish, so I was trying to listen for a keyword to tune back in. But I actually have not this figure. I had the Hot Toys version ordered twice over. My very last figure with Toys Wonderland had my rewards. Had it as a free figure, paid the shipping last April of last year. Still haven't gotten anything. So I ordered it with Sideshow 2 months ago, I think. So I think in a couple months I'll get it after I pay it off. So I already have a CCFL for it. I already have a Jackson Jew cloak for it. I've got all the accessories. I just don't have the figure. So
yeah. You have the milk, but no cereal. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So look forward to finally getting that in. But if it wasn't for Hot Toys, I would say this would be dope. But obviously, the Hot Toys is gonna blow this one out of the water. Yeah. You're talking about the Mando Luke, right? The similar one. Yeah. Correct. Yeah, that's the one I got to. Yeah. That's one I had to jump on because I wasn't sure if they would have come out with Return of the Jedi one, because that was my Luke, my
And I figure the Mando one's close enough for me, so I got that one. But yeah, man, I think you're gonna love it. So, anyone else have any other thoughts to add on this before we jump on to the next figure?
No, just let's give Bespin Han a shot. Let's see what it looks like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was talking to speaking on what you and Beam were mentioning before, what Blue touched on also. Yeah, I agree with others that said in the chat. I would like to see these third-party companies tackle, characters that the other licensed or the first-party companies aren't doing. So, aliens and monsters and things like that. I'm sure we're all. What's that?
The companion pieces.
Yeah, the companion pieces. Yeah, I would, because no one else seems to be doing that. Again, seems like that's money on the table, right? That collectors would want to get those figures, at least the Star Wars fans. So, but again, I'm sure this is something that this company thought about. I'm sure they probably were brainstorming session, just spitballing ideas like, hey, why don't we make aliens? And someone probably shot them down like, no, that's not going to sell. We want to make a good impact first. Kind of like what InArt says, right? Where they say like they want to do all the major players first to make that money, build that base. And then from there on, once they build that base, then they can start doing side characters. Because if they take that risk and make characters that aren't as popular, then, I don't know if they'll make enough profit or the money they need to survive, basically, to make that, to continue on. So I kind of see both sides of it. It seems like they want to do all the famous characters to build up that money, build up the profit, to stabilize their company. Then once they're, they got their wheels in motion and they're going and they're making that money, they can branch off. So, but at the same time, like others said, if you got to take the risk, big risk, big rewards, right? If they risk on doing aliens and it sells out well, then, so I don't know. It's just, I'm out of business. I obviously don't run my own company. So
Hey, Feezy.
Yep.
Encyclopedia of Toys is here.
Yeah, here we go. The pizza man himself, Loco Lou in the house. Speaking of Loco Lou, shall arrive. What is up?
Pizza.
What's poppin', people?
What's poppin' pizza? Come on,
Pizza,
dude.
yeah.
You ain't gonna share.
You ain't gonna share.
Dude. All fair and loving pizza, man. You don't share.
Yeah, you don't share. Pizza dude's got 30 seconds.
Pizza dude's got 30 seconds, which I just wanted to pop up and say what's popping and say hi to everybody here. My brothers in crime. Of course.
My Padawan is here.
Got Uncle Mike.
What's that, nephew?
Big Bro Cal. Killer Cal.
I'm gonna change my name to High Chief.
To High Chief?
To High Chief.
Oh, High Key.
Oh, High Key.
And we got,
High Tone
being in the house, and of course, the host with the mostest, JP.
The mostest, yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, appreciate you coming through, Lou, on your break time, man. Just popping in.
Yeah. Just say hi and say that Motu haircut. Oh my God, that's a no-no. That is a no-no. Like
that is a no-no. Yeah.
How dare you? Like we said rooted hair, not wig. That's a wig. I swear I saw somebody cosplay like that last year for Comic-Con. It was just horrible.
Exactly like this, yeah.
Oh, that's G.I. Joe right there.
Now this right here, it looks like a straight up rip. This one right here is a straight up rip.
No, I mean probably, the hair reminds me of G.I. Joe.
Yeah, we were it's hard to say. I mean, it most likely probably people were saying it's a recast. It could be. I don't know for sure.
I agree with Lou on this one. It does look like a recast of the Mando one.
Yeah, but again, I'm sure this company was like, you know what, we'll just go in and see what happens. Hopefully they're already number 7, right? They're making figure 7, so yeah, we'll see. Collection Obsession here is saying what we were touching on. He said, I buy a third party Okoye.
Yes,
doesn't seem like Hot Toys is ever going to do it. Yeah, right. So exactly, good point. That's going back to what we were saying about these companies trying to tackle these other characters that no one else is doing, right? Dormelage, I hear people talking about that. Namor, of course, gives Namor. There's a lot of characters that people are asking for. Again, Wong, Justice for Wong, hashtag throwing money. There's money on the table there, but again, business perspective, I don't know. Maybe these companies are like, is it going to be worth it? Or are we going to make our money back and then some to kind of make the next figure? So it's all, they have to look at all those numbers, right, to see if it's going to be worth it for them, because that's a big risk. If they don't, then they're going to have loans to pay back, because I'm sure they're going to have borrowed money for the manufacturing and things like that to start their business, if they can't afford it up front. So that's just a lot of technical stuff to talk about that, think they got to consider. But yeah. All right. So going on to the next one here, Lou, I think this might be up early. We'll see. We got the ThreeZero Snake Eyes. This is the Commando Snake Eyes. So I saw this one. I think I'm kind of late on this one. This came out about a couple of weeks ago, I think, or 2 weeks ago, right? So ThreeZero already came out with the all black Snake Eyes. So this is the Commando Snake Eyes. I'm not big on GI Joe per se, so I don't know where the sources of this is from. But yeah,
this is Snake Eyes' original appearance, kind of like in the comics when you see him. Especially this is his Commando look as titled, because the other one is like a Ninja Commando. Like this is Commando Snake Eyes. So this is the goggles versus the visor, and more of the blue, the neon blue, the navy blue versus the all black, plus tactical. So he's a tactical ninja for the most part.
Gotcha.
This is up my alley. I'll definitely grab this one.
I thought so.
I have the red variant from Big Bad Toy Store of that black version. So this one's going to be up my alley. I have me a nice collection of Snake Eyes from ThreeZero, and
nice.
Yeah, this is up my alley. I enjoy the red version very well. It still holds up. But this one, I think a lot of people are going to enjoy this one because there's no vinyl on him.
Yeah,
that's printed, and he has a vest with a lot of tactical pouches, and it just looks good. This is an awesome take on the character itself, and it still doesn't, detract from what the character actually is. He is the Commando Ninja for, the Joes. So yeah, this is a must buy.
Yeah, when I started taking a look at this, I'm like, damn, this actually looks sick, and I like that he's rocking, the blue turtleneck. So after he's doing business, he can just take off the weaponry, all the gear there, and go straight to like the Christmas formal party right afterwards, right? The family holiday party or something.
That's right. He said ugly Christmas sweater. I've said no. What I do with these Christmas sweater attires is ugly.
Yeah, he's styling. Look at that. Yeah, that knitted sweater there. No, but I don't have any 6-scale G. Well, no, actually, I have that third-party Baroness. I got that one. So I think I might get this one just because this seems like it could be a versatile figure that you can put, with Deadpool. You can probably put with have him go against Blade if you wanted. Oh, from Blade 2, you remember when he was going up against all those other?
Yep, right in his hideout. In his hideout.
Yeah, you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that just came to me right now. Damn.
That's a good plan right there.
What's that?
That's a good plan. That's a great plan.
Yeah, right. So what about you, Calvin? You have any ThreeZero figures, or is this one tempting you?
I'm sure I have a ThreeZero in here somewhere. I don't need to start a new line.
This can stand on its own, though, right?
I don't know where to put this Batwing. I'm trying to figure out where to put this Batwing right now.
Oh, you're still trying to figure that out?
I had an idea, and then measured it out last night. I was like, shit, okay, can't do that. So, change plan.
I have an idea. You can send it to me and let me get, in trouble with my missus. That'll be fun and entertaining. I'll get a couple of clicks out of that.
Yeah, this one, this looks good. I don't know. I think I like the way this looks. For anyone else thinking about getting this, or is this tempting anyone? Any thoughts?
No, I get when I was a kid, I collected the 6-scale GI Joes.
Yeah.
But coming back to it as an adult, I just play around every once in a while with some of the 12 scales, the Hasbros and stuff. Speaking of, doggone it, you just brought her up.
Baroness?
Baroness, yeah.
Yeah.
I got the dude.
First crush.
It's one of my favorite.
Current crush.
Dude, it's a great figure though. The articulation is fantastic. I love the head sculpt. They've come out with more than one version of her, but I like the one where she has the long hair.
You talking about the 12 scale?
The Hasbro one, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
There was a pack where she came with the bike. I got the bike here. I got her figure as well.
Nice. Oh, that's right. I remember you did that posing session with her, and I think it was Catwoman. I think at one point.
Oh, I've posed with her many times. It literally.
Sure, you have.
One of my favorite figures out of everything I own, which
I
is
like how-
crazy. Which is
I like how
crazy.
Hunt talks about posing very dirty, which is just fun.
Yeah, and I love it lewd.
Yeah, I love
But
it.
no, I have a blast with it. As far as 6 scale, I thought about, because there's another company, I believe. There's more than one company that's come out with a 6 scale Baroness. I believe there's a Baroness out there that is seamless as well.
You might be right, yeah.
But so
Yeah,
I may consider a 6 scale Baroness, but that's about it as far as G.I. Joe on the 6 scale level.
Gotcha. Yeah, real quick, let me go back to the chat here. We got some other people popping in. I appreciate you all, by the way, who are still watching currently right now. Again, spending your time with us here, hearing us out, talking figures. Let's see, we got Evangeline in the house. Hey, what is up? Thank you for coming through. Of course, the man himself, Trimble Dizzle. Hey, people, what is up?
Get
Trimble
ready.
Dust, thank you for coming through.
Get ready.
Cuervo also with us, 383. Hey, guys. I just couldn't say it. Hey, guys, I'm trying to imagine how you would say that. But yeah, what is up, Cuervo? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you, man. I know you're also someone who's also always busy. So thank you for spending your time with us, man. Much love to you all. Tremble Dust saying looks good in my opinion, but not a Joe fan. Yeah, I was saying the same, but this seems like a versatile figure that you can put with other figures. So I think I might, for that reason, I might pick up this one specifically. But yeah, I don't have, aside from the third-party Baroness, I don't have any others. Also, Tremble Dust saying why almost no one knows Hot Toys not making a Okoye. Yeah, shaking my head. Yeah, exactly. That's where we're all. I think all of us here on this panel are like, shaking our head with no. Like I mentioned, Okoye, Dormalage, Namor, who else? Like I mentioned, Wong. Yeah, it's just all like, oh man, the travesty, the nerve, right, Tremble? The nerve, the noive,
Yeah.
a brain.
Right.
Cuervo say, Calvin, I have room at my place to store your Batwing. That's not a bad idea. There you go, Calvin.
That's
You got.
a lie. I'm not having Cat kill me. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm better than that. I know. I'm smarter than that. No.
Yeah. Collection Obsession saying, Calvin, are you going to put a Batman figure in your Batwing? And if so, which one are you going to use? I like the interaction there. Good question there, Collection Obsession.
I was debating on buying a second Keaton because I got the deluxe for the 89. I was debating on getting a second one. I've got rewards on like 3-4 different spots. So whoever decides to put it on sale somewhere, and I'll throw some rewards on it. I'll probably throw him in there somewhere. So haven't decided yet, but I'll get it in there somewhere.
Nice. Good man. Real quick, Lou's got a dip. Again, Lou, appreciate you coming through, spending what little time you did have with us. Anything
no problem,
you want to...
man. No, the only thing I want to say is hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and I'll be watching on the sidelines while I scarf down on some food because time is short on my end.
No worries,
We're gonna
man.
see you on Monday, Lou?
Of course, you're gonna see me on Monday.
Right.
You know, like how I'm gonna be here and not be there. Like, come on, man.
You're a hard-working dude. I just don't know.
On the grind.
I try. I'm always on the grind. I'm always eating, so you already know where to find me, right?
Yeah.
Later, guys. Hit that like button.
Later,
hit
man.
the subscribe.
Later, Lou.
Catch you.
Thanks, Lou. Peace.
Peace.
Much love, man.
Peace.
Yeah, man. All of you guys here on this panel are hardworking. I know you're all on the grind doing your thing for your family and for your collection and your hobbies. So, yeah, man. Right, it's recognized. Let's see here. Cuervo saying, this is very tempting. Coincidentally enough, I'm posing my 3-0 Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Oh, nice. So you have the black version. Sounds like the original Snake Eyes there. Yeah, so this, I think I might pick this one up. Just like, oh, so where are my manners? What the hell? Totally forgot to let you guys know about the specs. Give you the 411 on this one. So this one's running 160, 12 inches, 30 centimeters. So it says it has a new head sculpt, I'm guessing compared to the original Snake Eyes, like Lou was saying. New chest armor piece. He's got the pistol. Let me scroll over here. Some swords there. Yeah, you got the pistol, the submachine gun, the tactical knife, 2 katanas with the sheaths, as you can see here. 1 hidden blade and the forearm bracer. I think I missed that one. And then 4 pairs of interchangeable hands. Let me think I have to... There we go. Let me do this. Let me hide us real quick so everyone can see the accessories there in the bottom. But yeah, it comes with a lot, and that's usually, a good amount. It's a little pricier than other 3-0 figures. I think they're around 100, 110. You know, I'm thinking about the Power Rangers, for instance. Some of the
Well, they can also. Well, I've got the 3-0 Ultraman. I think that was around 150. No.
Okay.
I take that back. No, you're right, Feezy. I got that on sale. I got that Ultraman for 70.
Gotcha. That had die cast in it. Well, I guess even still, they're still okay.
He's
Gotcha.
right. I just point my. He's right there.
Gotcha. He's right there.
Yep.
Boink. Yep, I see him. There he is. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe because of the additional accessories, I'm not sure. But anyways, that's out there. Let's see here. What I already mentioned. Oh, I didn't say what.
It's well worth. It's well worth it catching those on sale, man.
Yeah,
I
for
got
sure.
I got that Ultraman for I think it was like $75, bro.
Oh yeah, nice. That was I remember you mentioned that. That's right. Good grab, man. Good sale on that one.
Yes.
So sorry, I forgot to get when this one's gonna go on sale. I think it's actually up for pre-order now, I believe. Maybe that's why I didn't get the date or when it's going to be released. Sorry, I didn't get that time frame. So, Paul, maybe it's here on this 3-0's website. Oh yeah, here it is. Third quarter of this year. Estimated shipment date. So yeah, that's the 3-0 Snake Eyes. All right. Anyone got anything else? Beam, did you want to say anything on this one or anything in general? Anyone else?
No, I'm good. I mean, cool looking figure, but not entering my collection.
Okay. All right. Righto. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the show where we're gonna switch it up to 12 scale. So no worries, Calvin. If this is not your thing and you want to dip, it's all good.
But, you see, I do big shit.
Yeah. I don't know if you do little shit though. Not literally. I mean, but like, talk about figures though. Keeping it for figures. Yeah. No, seriously though, do you mess with 12 scale at all? Do you have any 12 scale?
Funko Pops. That's about it.
Oh, no kidding.
Okay.
Now that's an extreme from Funko Pop to kaboom.
Well,
How did that happen?
That's where I started, and what happened was I got married. And needed a hobby to keep me in the house. What
happened was,
I got married, needed a hobby to keep me in the house because everything was motorcycles or shooting or everything.
That's right, yeah. I remember that, yeah.
And I went to a Funko store, and he had Hot Toys on display, but they were just in the box. I never actually saw one. It was several different Iron Man pieces, hence why I have damn near every one right here.
Wow.
And the rest is history, shit. And then
I'm noticing
YouTube's the devil. You see one thing and leave you something else and leave you something else, and I'm like, oh, they got that, they've got that. Oh, I guess I do have 1/1 scale. I've got the Proton pack right here. So from 6 scale to 1/1.
So you're saying literally no 12 scales?
No, I've got 6 scale, 3rd scale, 4th scale, and a life-size Proton pack, and
nice.
The trap and the whatever the handle thing is.
The wand?
The wand. Those are all in the way as well.
The neutrino one? Neutrino wand?
No, I've got the wand. It's the one that where the Spectre.
The trap?
Not the trap.
Oh, the meter.
The meter. The arms go up. Yeah. So
yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Nice. That and the trap are on the way. And then I've got vehicles too. I do 1/6 vehicles. So
yeah. Oh yeah.
I've kind of got a mix of everything. I've got Tumbler 2.
Wow.
Justice Mobiles, DeLorean, Ecto 1, Batwing, 89's on the way, 95's is coming in 2 weeks.
Kevin's balling.
So you're all over them Jazz Inks too, huh?
Yeah, I bit the bug real early before he was licensed.
You got the 66 Batmobile?
That's the one. Well, 66 and 22 I was gonna sidestep.
Oh.
And then I made the mistake of watching the 22 movie a few too many times and seeing the car scene, and I was like, damn, I want it.
You got it. I've got the 66 McFarlane, man. If I just can't go deep on a Jazz Inc, but man, would I love to have it. Oh my God.
It's beautiful. I've seen it a few times.
Mario's got it. He was showing it off.
Super Bad at Frankenstein's. They have it on display several times.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Man, Calvin, I can't wait to see your collection.
You do a room tour? Have you done one?
I was talking about
one. Several guys have been in here, and all the guys that have YouTube channels always come in and say they want to record. I'm like, that's fine, but none of them have actually done it. So
yeah. Well, I'm sure people are looking forward to it. I was referring more to when we go to CaliCon.
Right.
So because I know people were talking about it, And yeah, for those that don't know, one of the things for CaliCon is Calvin is nice enough to host a pool party at his place in his area. So hopefully I can use that as an opportunity to go check out his collection that everyone's talking about. So we'll see how it goes.
You know the rule of the house, though, right? You know what the admission is to get in the room.
Take your shoes off.
Your shoes and your drawers.
You're supposed to drop. I mean, shoes are to come in the house. That's the wife's rule. But come in the room is drop your drawers, just so you, just in case you don't know.
All right, so we're 2 layers of boxers.
Let me touch on this. So Danny Lee and Cuervo, both of them are assholes because friends love to find other ways to spend your money. They both are trying to get me into. Well, Cuervo specifically is trying to get me more into like CGC comic books. So I'm kind of dabbling in that a little bit,
bro.
And then Danny's trying to get me. Danny and Cece are trying to get me into like original art pieces. So Danny's been flooding me with new artists all week long, and I was like, wait, they charge how much for just a sheet? What the hell?
Yeah. They charge 5 draws? I'm only used to paying 2.
Right. I'm like, come on, man. So,
man.
But yeah, so I'll just sit back and enjoy the 12 scale version.
Right.
Gotcha.
You gotta be a voyeur.
Give me a chance to be low key.
A voyeur. Yeah. You'll get back down. Yeah, you'll get back down.
Calvin's gonna be a lurker.
Yeah. A lurker, yeah. Yeah, so like, let me see, who was it that mentioned here? Evangelium is saying 1/12 is how I started. Yeah, same, man. That's how I started as well. Like I mentioned on multiple streams, Transformers, the Hasbro ones, that's where I started off with, and it just quickly escalated from there to everything else. And I still collect some 1/12. They're still there. I mean, like I mentioned before, that's why I covered multiple scales on this stream, because those are still things I collect and that I enjoy. There's just a lot of stuff out there.
And that's
Trumbull was saying,
because I went from 6 scale to 12.
Oh, you went down?
Back to 6.
Yeah, I've seen it's most common from what I'm hearing that it goes the other way. Like Calvin mentioned, some people, and like Trimble saying here, he's like, yeah, Funko is a common gateway to 1/12 and 1/6 action figures. And so I've seen either people start with Funkos and they go into to 1/12, or sometimes they skip 1/12 and they just go straight to 1/6. For me, I have some Funkos. I still buy some. I have like a whole, I think Calvin, you mentioned this too, or maybe it was somebody else. I have like behind me, I have a shelf of my DTOF just dedicated to glow in the dark Funkos because I'm a sucker for those. So I have quite a bit of them, and I even have like a black light.
I've got several. They're in I probably need to find a space to try and put them up, but I have like maybe 4 different of the baseball bat cases.
Oh yeah, yep.
And I ran those and ran LED glow in the dark, UV lights.
Yeah,
so
nice.
Glow in the dark ones for that. So I've got all those. I just haven't put them up in years.
Nice. Yeah. I'm a sucker for those. So I have some of those. I pick and choose some of those there. But yeah, so it's all common. It sounds like something we all have in common as collectors. Is where we started in the gateway, like Trimble and Evangelion.
The funny thing is I got like maybe a generation on you guys, because as a kid growing up collecting, that was almost, it was all in 6 scale was everywhere at that time. Everything was being made big. Barbie and all of that stuff. So at least from my era, you're going to find a lot of guys started out 6 scale with their G.I. Joes first anyway. So
oh wow, yeah, I wasn't that aware. Yeah, I started with 12 scale when I was younger, or the smaller, I guess I don't know if they were 12 scale then.
Yeah, I've got here. I did customization on but this is a vintage Joe right here.
Oh, nice. Look at that. You still got with the high tops and everything.
I hold on, let me move this out.
Yep.
I did a little bit of a kit bashing, so the shoes didn't come with them. 2 different GI Joes. This helmet came with a figure of help me out. Not Okoye.
Space Odyssey. Oh
no, it's a
Black
company
Panther
came
figure?
out with. I have an Okoye. A company came out and it was sanctioned by Marvel. It's a company that's owned by a black woman. She came out with 6 scale figures. Well, it's behind the mic. 6 scale figures of the Wakanda figures.
Oh, nice.
Well, a helmet came in the Shiri figure, but I put it on a G.I. Joe and it looked like it was made for it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's smooth. Okay.
Oh, you're talking about not Okoye. Yeah, what's her name? What starts with an N?
Shiri.
Oh, Shuri?
Yeah.
Sure. Oh,
And then the boots here I got from there was a keychains hanging at Ollie's.
yeah.
I bought the keychains. I said, I got a feeling this is going
Wow.
to fit a 6-scale figure. Brought it home, and lo and behold, it fits.
Nice.
Then the pants were from another Joe figure that I had, and then this is from another Joe figure. And then I took the arm here. Let me show you real quick.
Right quick. Yep.
I took this forearm off of another Joe figure, put it on him. I'm going to put little electronics, so this is a bionic forearm that he's going to have. So I'm not totally done with him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can you read closer?
This is how I started out growing up. Yeah.
Nice. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, that's cool,
Can I
man.
ask a question real quick? So the what company is it that's making the Black Panther figures? 'Cause I have every Hot Toy one that's out there, and I've got 2 third-party versions, but I'm Okoye, Nakia.
Nakia. That's what I was thinking of. Nakia.
Yeah. No, it came in the.
Several that I would like to still fill in the collection.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't mind the name, I think the company goes by Fresh Dolls.
Okay.
And
Are
the
you
crazy
Hot
thing
Toys?
about it is, guys, that I've been seeing people doing their displays, like their room tours, and there's so many people who have tons of Hot Toys, and they are substituting that same doll that I have in their detox because Hot Toys isn't coming out with them.
Yep.
Let me.
Just like we were saying earlier, right? About
Yeah.
wanting these figures we're wanting.
But go ahead and keep talking.
Okay.
Feezy, I'll do some research and I'll tell Calvin about it at the end.
Okay.
Because I can't remember. I want to get the company right and everything. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Just drop it in the chat here once
Sure.
you
That'll
get
work.
it. Yeah. Real quick, going to carry on what people in the chat are mentioning about their collections here. Trumbull was saying my Funkos are in my garage, have all the Fantastic Four and a Jumbo Galactus.
Oh,
Says I almost killed him falling off the shelf during middle of the night. Oh man,
I think he's talking about that HasLab Galactus. Oh, bruh. I wish I could have partaken in that. That thing is like
yeah, it's huge.
3 feet tall.
I think he's talking about a Funko though, because he was mentioning Funkos. So
Funko.
yeah, collection obsession saying the only 1/12 I collect are some Mezcos. Yep, I'm right there with you. I still have some Mezcos that I'm collecting. Some of them are too good to pass up. Tremble Dust saying I do both 1/6 and 1/12. My man, for now. In 1/12, Mezco, Yamaguchi, Mayfex. Yep, that sounds like me there. Any fig that catches my eye, I tend to avoid Marvel Legends, ironically. Yeah, I'm kind of done with my Marvel Legends collection just because I've already got most of the figures. I have a good collection of the comic representation, right? That's the only reason why I collected those, to have that comic representation that I couldn't get really anywhere else. See, Tremble Dust saying, Mike, he's bad at kit bashing, but he respects people who can pull it off. So that sounds like kudos to you there.
It was
backhanded compliment.
Yeah. Go ahead, Beam.
To add to Mike what he was saying about the Okoye figure, and that's the Fresh Pierce collection available at Target.
Fresh Pierce, you said?
Fierce.
No, Fresh Doll.
Oh,
Fresh
Fresh
Pierce
Fierce?
collection.
Fresh
oh,
Pierce.
Fresh Pierce.
Fresh
Okay.
Fierce.
Fierce with an F.
Oh, Fresh
Fa, fa,
Fierce.
fa. Tremble Dust saying, is Dr. Lisa the founder of that? I have no idea.
Yes. I don't have the box in front of me. That's why I didn't have the details. Yeah, it's a black doctor, female, and you can tell that a black woman designed these dolls because they got bumper stumpers, and Shiri does not have a bumper stumper in real life, but she's got one on that doll.
Yeah, they hooked her up.
Oh,
That's
they
fun.
hooked her up.
Yeah.
No, they got black bodies, believe it. And the
That's
crazy,
funny.
and dude, the Okoye head. I mean, of course, it looks toyetic, but the
Yeah.
head sculpt is damn good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You have to send us pictures then
time.
when you can.
I got it. I got it right here. I'm gonna put it in the private.
Okay, gotcha. I'll pull it up here at the end. We'll get through these figures. Real quick, Cuervos are saying, I don't buy many 1/12, but still buy some here and there, like Mayfex, Hush, Batman. Oh, man, that line, I think I don't want to say I'm going all in because there's some that I skipped, but yeah, I got the Superman, the Batman, that Poison Ivy. Who is it? The Huntress. Oh, there's so many great figures from that line, that Hush line from Mayfex. Oh, man, they're killing it on that one. Good stuff. Spider Punk. Speaking of, yeah, we're gonna touch on that.
That's
one.
something you've been looking for.
We're gonna touch on that one. I'll tell you what.
Easy. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, right, yeah. Tijuana Mike. I collect all scales, mostly one to. Oh, nice. I didn't know that about you. Another thing we have in common there. Nice, man.
I didn't know that either. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, because
awesome, yeah.
Feezy and myself, we're multi-scale. Well, Beam is too, but Beam's a multi-scalist.
Yeah, you have Ninja Turtles, right? Beam, you said the NECA. Yeah, I got those. Yeah, the nice.
Actually, Calvin's a multi-scalist.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
he does have Funkos in his collection, so he's a multi-scalist.
Yep, he got statues, bat. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. Yes.
There you go, statues, man. Yeah, so sick, man. So badass. I loving your setup. I'm loving it. Yeah, don't strike me, YouTube. That account.
What is that? What is that? You just pulled your hat off of, Calvin. What vehicle is that?
Batwing.
Oh, okay. That's right. I'm looking at it directly sideways.
That's a huge wing.
Woo!
That's a huge wing.
Yep.
Dang, look at that.
Oh, that's right. You did just get that in, didn't you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just add a seat and some wheels, and you can probably ride that to the store if you need to. Save some gas. Yeah.
Skateboard day.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
skateboard. In the back and one in the front.
Yeah.
You would look more like Sydney.
Yeah. All right, going back to real quick to back on track to Sentinel fighting armor Cyclops is 1/12, going for about $89 to $100, depending on where you get it from. This is standing at 6.5 inches, 16.5 centimeters. So give you an idea of height, a little taller, but again, he's in like an armor form, so he's going to be a little taller than 6 inches. Similar. So this is, to me, this looks badass. I love the colors. They pop. I'm all about color, in figures and anything in general, any art form. I mean, look at, you probably tell from my logo, my shirt. I just love color. It's just, I don't know. It's just vibrant and just kind of full of energy, life. And so anything with color like this that pops, it just catches my eye. But I was going to say it's similar to the ThreeZero MDLX figures in that, similar, like the scale, not scale, but the 6-inch kind of line. And it's also a mixture of plastic and die cast on this one. So I'm not sure where exactly. I want to say probably the joints, most likely on this Sentinel fighting armor is die cast. But as far as engineering and the articulation, it's comparable there to the ThreeZero MDLX line for the Transformers or the DLX Iron Man figures. And those are supposed to be in the 12 scale as well. But this comes with, 3 pairs of interchangeable hands, 2 optic blast effects, and a stand. And so let me go through some of these here. Yeah, so you can kind of showing off the articulation here. You get that little flame effect on the right. That looks sick. Oh yeah, let me go back to that. But so yeah, I think just looks badass. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get this one yet. I do have some other Sentinel fighting armors. Specifically, I got the Loki and the Thor because I thought those just, again, the colors, and they look the most unique out of all of them. And so I guess I'll go back to it. So they've already are pretty deep in this line. Sentinel's kind of gone through, and they have all these fighting armors that were already released, except for this Magneto. I think that's still up for pre-order. It hasn't come out yet, but that Magneto looks badass. You got the Wolverine here. The Thor and the Loki are the ones I have. They had the Iron Spider, Captain America. I like this picture of X-Force Deadpool here. He's just chilling, laying down, looking all sexy and innocent. And you got the Iron Man, of course, War Machine. You got to get those in there. You got Black Panther. And then, of course, you got the original Deadpool. I thought these were funny. I want to put these in here. These are actually part of their promo images. They use these photos here. You got Deadpool hugging Wolverine and going off against, or hugging Iron Man, going off against Wolverine and Spider-Man. But yeah, and if you have any thoughts on this, Mike, I'll start with you because I know you also collect some 112, but this is probably not up your alley though, right?
Well, Cyclops is my favorite X-Men, but I'm not a freak for X-Men like most people are. I don't think they're necessarily the thing that's going to bring Marvel back. Although, and the only thing is it's important is the writing. I have a lot of respect for mech figures or the design of mech figures. Yeah. And I like this, but when we get close to $100 for a 6-inch figure, I'm out. If it's borderline 9 to 10, I feel better about it. It also depends on the on the accessories, because like in the show, your show a few episodes back when we looked at that doggone lion.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yep,
my
from
God.
Noda, I think it was. Yeah, the Noda.
Yeah. So
Scion
when,
line.
yeah, when it's something like that, that's irresistible. But there's not enough plastic here, not enough accessories. When I get into the $100 for a 6-inch figure, I might as well put another 150 to it and get a 6-scale figure. So no,
Gotcha.
I like it, I respect it, but it's not for me.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, that's fair. Beam or Calvin? I'm sure Calvin probably no interest in this one, but Beam, I don't know. Here's some thoughts in general.
No, the mech ones look cool. The Magneto look the best though.
So
Yeah,
these are mech.
Yeah, they're like fighting armor.
Okay.
A fighting armor line. So they the traditional characters, but they have like this armor over them. So that's why they all have like this robotic Iron Man type armor over all of them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, some look cool. Like, yeah, these
They
look
do
cool.
look cool.
Oh, especially that Black Panther one. That looked dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, rare. Yeah.
But it would just be a scale thing for me. That's why I wouldn't go with it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, what about you, Beam?
Yeah, I've looked at those DLXs before for the Iron Mans. Just to
Oh yeah, 3-0.
offset what I've got. Plus, they've made a few that Hot Toys hasn't.
We can barely hear you there, Beam. What was that?
I said they've made a few that Hot Toys hasn't. So,
Oh yeah.
I looked at them for sure, but I've never pulled the trigger on them.
Gotcha.
There was a DLX version of a Hulkbuster.
Yep.
Yeah, I got that one. Yeah, so
That's
badass.
That was one I was considering. That's not easy to get,
No.
Oh no? Oh, I thought it was. Okay.
is it? Okay.
I don't know. You might be right. I haven't checked recently, but last time
I don't know if it's easy to get for cheap. That's for
Oh,
sure.
I see.
No.
Gotcha.
Nope. They do sell out quite a bit though.
Yeah.
those Iron
Yeah.
Mans.
Yeah, these no, I agree. These look sick. I don't man, I
They do look
don't
good.
right? Yeah, especially I'm tempted with the Cyclops. I'm with you, Mike, and Calvin, and the Magneto, but again, it's just the colors. I'm all partial to mechs too, or armor type figures, but yeah, I don't know if this is something I want to. I think it might be something I appreciate. I don't have to sit and think about this one because I already got a lot of figures as it is, and so I don't know if one of those I gotta think of. Okay, do I need these versions of this? Because yeah, they do look cool, and I appreciate all the options. Right, again, always going back to options. But you guys were saying, the representation. We don't really have this in any other scales except for I know they did a re-edit. I don't have any of the re-edit. Trimble mentioned the re-edits before. This Black Panther, if you want to count, there's that they're doing Hot Toys doing that mech strike. We talked about that before, so not exactly the same thing, but similar. That one's kind of more of like the name implies, it's like supposed to be Black Panther who's controlling a big mech, and this is supposed to be like Black Panther or T'Challa with an armor over himself.
Yeah, because that Hot Toys is more like a transformer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it seems like Hot Toys is kind of getting into that realm to some degree. I mean, obviously it's not exact, but yeah. I mean, it's just options. It's cool that they're tackling this. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see where this comes out. There's just it seems like they're doing well because they're continuing to make them. They have all these right here that I'm showing. They've already released, except for this Magneto. So
And they pose well.
yeah. Oh yeah. Like I'm saying, the articulation on these are pretty good. Pretty good. All right, let me kind of go through some of these chats. Again, appreciate you guys keeping the chat active. Always love it when fellow collectors and people watching just talking to each other, making it interactive there. Let's see here. Trump does saying the thing with Mafex, at least with their X-Men line, is that they seem too shiny. However, I'm getting that Phoenix. So he's talking about, yeah, man, same. Yeah, that Phoenix. I forgot about that one. That Phoenix looks sick too. Let's see here. See, Trimble Dust says, premise is Stark built all the heroes' armors, I believe, because they lost their powers. Never really followed the storyline. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if this was based on a comic or not, but good to know. I mean, it makes sense, right? He built them all their armors. I think I may have heard or kind of briefly breezed through that, and I remember reading that too. So that sounds accurate. We'll go with that. I like Tijuana Mike saying I like those, but Are they die cast or 50-50 plastic? Yeah, I think they're 50-50, Mike. Last I read, it was, or some of the reviews I've seen from the previous ones, it was like some plastic, some die cast. So I don't think they're all die cast. That answers your question there, but I'm not certain on that. I don't think they fully say which parts are die cast and which are not, but I think there is some plastic on there. Yeah. All right. So anyone else got anything to add on this? On these? Sentinel going once, going twice. Sold. Moving on. All right. Next up, we got Godzilla. So the HIYA Toys came out with this Godzilla Cross Kong from the new Godzilla Cross Kong Empire. I think it's called, a new Empire movie coming out. And so we got two versions of Godzilla here. And I think a few streams ago, I went over the -1 Godzillas by Super 7 and the Bandai Monster Arts. They came out with theirs. So this isn't obviously -1. It seems like HIYA Toys for some reason skipped that and they went straight to the Godzilla Cross Kong. So I don't know what the deal is at. Maybe they might come with the -1. I was kind of anticipating their -1, to be honest, because I think I would have jumped on that one. But I don't know. Maybe between that and the Super 7, because Super 7 is bigger. But the info here on this one, so $51. Let's see here. This is standing at 7 inches, so about 17.8 centimeters. And this is a PX exclusive. This one is set to come out in June, the re-evolved. And then there's an evolved version that'll come out in November. So yeah, comparing, I didn't add the pictures from Super 7 or Bandai, the Bandai one, just because, like I mentioned, I went over those in a few figure lowdowns ago, so check that out if you're interested. But in comparison, HIYA Toys is cheaper. Both of those, the Super 7 and the Bandai are more expensive, but the articulation seems better on this one. I don't have any Godzilla HIYA Toys figures, so I'm not sure how good it is, but it looks like, it looks pretty good just in the sculpting and the paint on these. They look pretty badass. So I'm sure P-Rock, shout out to P-Rockzilla, he knows more about this, but I'm sure he has all kinds of Godzilla. What's that?
I can throw in some insight.
Oh yeah, okay, go for it. Shoot.
Yeah, I've got HIYA Toys. They came out. A lot of what they do is an 18th scale.
Yeah, that's an 18th scale.
So I don't collect them because that's too small.
Well, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but even in that small size scale, incredible amount of detail.
Yeah,
articulation's pretty decent. Yeah, so
jumping ahead.
I was at a GameStop about a year ago, and they had the 18th scale aliens on the clearance. It was a 2-pack. It was 2 18th scale aliens, and I said, "Oh wow!" I said, "I could still use these with 12 and 6 scale figures because these aliens could be babies."
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I swiped them up because I think I got them for like $11. It was a 2-pack for $11. I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah.
No, HIYA Toys has a good reputation when it comes to the 18th scale. This at a 7 inches.
Yeah, this is 7. So they did start making, I don't know when, but recently sometime they started doing 12 or 12 scale. And so yeah, I think they've done a lot of 18th.
That's great to see because this is a company for the folks who are in the 18th scale. This is a premier company, and they have a history of doing great work. So I got a feeling that they're really in love with Alien and Godzilla. They're probably going to do a 0-1.
-1.
Once again, I might find myself in the future, maybe picking up something else that they might come out in 7-inch scale. One of my best friends, he's a Godzilla freak, so I'm going to let him know about this. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I got much respect for the company, and look at that detail, man.
I know, right, man? I'm impressed. Yeah, I have I don't think I have any HIYA toy figures at the moment. I might have to double check, but I did pre-order. They're coming out. This is part of their Exquisite line, which they kind of started recently. I covered that HIYA Toys Universal Soldier, the Luke Devereaux, the Jean-Claude Van Damme. HIYA Toys is doing that also. That's also in I think that's 12 scale also. I'm pretty sure it is. And that has like a fabric goods, and the price is also pretty good for that one. and so they're seems like they're stepping it up. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the final product is going to look like or how that comes out. So yeah, this is 7 inches, $51. Like, the price is pretty good. The only thing is, what you see is what you get. There's no interchangeable head, hands, or anything. It's just this right here. So that could be part of it too. So this is the re-evolved version here. I haven't obviously seen the movie because it's not out yet, so I'm not sure what it's referencing. So re-evolved here, and then the evolved version here with the pink spine, which is unique and different. Again, P-Rock can probably go in more on this, but I'm used to the the -1. He had the blue spines on the back.
That is a nice touch.
Yeah, right. I'm kind of digging this too. Again, I'm loving the color. I like the blue one too. I don't know. I might have to get both,
Dude,
depending.
I might be. This is getting me tempted.
Yeah, right. This one this looks good. The articulation looks good. Looks like it's there. So the I don't know if you guys noticed, but you can close the mouth. So right here it looks like it's open, but there's oh, I didn't add it in there. But there was a photo where his mouth was closed.
Dude,
the
alien ones that I got that are 18th scale.
Yeah.
Not only does the mouth open, but the second set of teeth that juts out comes out. That's how detailed HIYA Toys, man. Their engineering is crazy for how small they get.
Okay, so it seems like HIYA Toys is starting to be like, well, they probably already were, but the like the Street Fighter Jada toys, really comparable, bang for the buck, where the articulation is there, but for the price though, they're like between $20 and $30 for those Jada toys, giving Bandai a run for its money. So it seems like HIYA Toys here is kind of doing something similar. And again, damn, options, competitive market, bring it, man. Just we benefit as the consumers and the collectors. And so it may have others companies think twice about their pricing and what they include and going forward. So yeah, I'm all about it. Bring it, HIYA Toys. Hopefully they can let us know in the chat and the comments if you have any of these HIYA Toy monster. I know Mike, you mentioned you had some, but what your thoughts are on these, if you liked them, if you enjoy them and how they are, because like I said, I don't have any yet that comes to mind. But let me speak in the chat real quick, and then I'll go to Calvin or Beam if you want to give your thoughts on this real quick. Tijuana Mike saying this is nice, but I ordered the -1 version from Super 7. Yeah, see, that's the one I was talking about. I'm thinking about getting also. Like I mentioned, I think that is more expensive, but it is bigger. I think, what is that? I can't remember. And I covered it. Okay. I think it was like 10 inches, maybe. I think.
The only problem is, I guarantee you, Super 7 is not going to be able to touch HIYA Toys on articulation.
Yeah. I would have to agree with that. We don't know for sure. It's not out, but yeah, I think I would have to agree with that. Calvin, Jose saying Batwing is looking good.
Thank you, sir.
Let's see here. What have we got? Rick Duggins says you could tell they do 1/18 by the amount of detail on this. Oh, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They don't play, man.
Yeah. They're not playing around. They're bringing it. Bring it, HIYA Toys. Let's see here. Tremble Dust also saying for $51, I'm a bit tempted and I'm not into Godzilla. Yeah. Yep. I mean, even Mike was saying he might bite on this one too. At it, yeah. No pun intended.
The more I look at it.
Yep. The pink looks super dope, Rick Duggins. Yeah, I think between the two, I'd have to go with the pink one as well.
Yeah, if I like it.
Same price. Yep, the evolved version. I'm looking forward now to seeing what the movie is like, because I really enjoyed -1. It was a really good movie, so I'm looking forward to seeing this can follow up.
Take note, this is the American version, so.
Good point. Yeah,
that
is a good point.
Big dividing line. They do it better overseas. They just do it better.
Yeah. Kevin, you got any thoughts on this, or
I think in general, good. It's just another line that I'm interested in, but it's like, where would I put it? I live vicariously with Godzilla through P-Rock.
Oh, yeah. Do you? So you are a fan, but you don't own.
Like I love the movies, like the 01 movie I keep hearing about. Where's gonna find that one at?
Super 7 has that one, or I wouldn't say the Bandai Monster Arts, but I think that's pretty much sold out. That's more expensive.
The movie.
I don't know if it's
is it streaming.
It's still in the theaters. I don't know if it's streaming yet.
Oh, it's in the theaters.
It's in that it's in that transition phase where it's already been in theaters for a while.
It's been out a while. It's got to be real close. If not, it might be streaming now. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you might just wait till it comes on the streaming.
Yeah, there was an unlimited release in theaters of the black and white. It's in theaters now, but it's in very limited places.
Yeah.
They did a second release of a black and white version of the movie, and it's
Yep.
supposed to be killer as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye open for it. But I mean, like I said, I'm into the movies more so than having a represent.
Right.
I
Me
like
too.
things big, and I know he's supposed to be huge.
Yeah.
And like P-Rock's got his, and I made the mistake of saying a 1-1 scale, but I know it's a heads
A bust.
it's a bust.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. And
Right.
I'm
Yeah. It's so
like,
badass. Yeah. It's so
I
sick.
don't know what I would do with it, but this looks good. Like this is the first time I've really looked at. Like I've heard people talk about it, but I've never really looked at 1/12 before. They look a lot better than I expected, to be honest.
Oh yeah, they're advancing tremendously. You'll find that in the 12 scale, you'll find some companies doing better head sculpts than the Elite.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm serious about this, Calvin. I'm not like tell them, Feezy. Some of these companies'
Yeah.
head sculpts are ridiculously great.
Yeah. Yeah. You're talking about third parties?
I'm talking about 7-inch, 6-inch figures.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
There's
some
some.
of the Marvel Legends head sculpts.
Yep.
Dude, they're
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we touched on this before, and I know you detest Marvel Legends, but yeah, no, I agree. There's some Marvel Legends where the
still
face
collect
printing.
them, but I do detest them.
Yeah, the face printing technology on those and the Black Series nowadays are better than some of these like
the
import
Black
figures.
Series, yes.
Yeah, yeah, they're
But
getting better, man.
It's the only difference is they're using the same principles to scan. The only difference is they're just doing it at a smaller level.
Yeah, yep. But yeah, even touching on third parties, like we were mentioning, there's some third parties who are killing it in the on the 12 scale on the realism. Yeah, just stepping it up. Yeah, all around, man. Beam, what about you? Do you have any thoughts on this one you want to add?
Looks good. Not a
Yeah.
Godzilla fan. I mean,
Oh, really?
I've enjoyed the movies, but
What about your brother?
I'm not my brother.
You
Yeah,
have
what
one.
about him?
Oh, I just never met him.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, what
My
about him?
bad.
I don't know. If he's still watching, he might be able to answer you. But
Okay.
I hope I didn't give
it's
away.
not 6 scale.
Beam's an orphan. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Beam? Go ahead.
It's not 6 scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
For my
6
brother, yeah, it's not 6
Yeah.
scale.
Trimble Dust saying here, no official announcement on when Godzilla -1 will come to streaming. Yeah, I haven't heard anything either. So it's not guaranteed, but I want to say it probably. I don't know, I could be wrong.
It's gonna
It will
come.
eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here.
If they can get some of these cinematic, these Chinese flicks on streaming, they're gonna be able to get the Japanese.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying, yeah, Mars is going 1/12 with the prank villain. Yeah, I have. That's kind of one of the figures I had in mind too. But even there's a company called, I'm sure you know, you 12 scale collectors out there. There's a third party called Felix Toys. I have some of their figures. They did that Joaquin Phoenix Joker and Rorschach. Oh man, those figures.
I've been considering that one for a long time.
Yep. Sorry, Trimble. It's not the 1/6 Rorschach. This is more of like the 1/12 scale third party Rorschach.
No offense.
Yeah. Oh yeah. With speaking of, and I'm just seeing your chat here, and Felix Toys Ledger Joker was pretty damn good. Yep. There's another company to look out for. Here's Blue. Speaking of, it's super cool, but I'm not collecting on their scale unless it's maybe quarter scale. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, man. I know you're balling too, so you gotta save all that money for your 6 scale so you can break your record of.
Yo, Blue's tipping. Hey, Calvin, Blue is slowly tipping over to statues, bro. I am here to aggravate enabling. Calvin, Blue is really digging. I can't remember. It might be Prime One. I know there's a Ghost Rider statue out there that lights up. He's on the brink. Push him over the edge, sir.
Oh, you want me to push him over the edge?
I want you to push him over. I want him to fall on the rocks and the waves below.
Yeah, you should come on.
I was gonna
Wash
say,
his ass right out into the ocean. Just like remember, did you guys see the Equalizer 3?
No, not yet.
At the end, the villain, when what's his face takes him out, he falls to his death on these rocks, And
Oh, damn.
and literally when they
Spoilers.
show it, yeah, when they show him falling, you can see his body just like breaks up into pieces, and then this huge typhoon comes in and just washes him away. I love
Okay.
it. I
Yeah,
love
thanks for that. So yeah, I have not seen it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll pretend I didn't hear it. Yeah. But you know what he's talking about, Calvin?
I don't remember what Mike was
We
saying.
haven't seen
What
it
was he
yet.
talking
Shame on you, man. I'm gonna pull your card, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
man.
We'll give.
I'm glad I saw it already. Damn.
Yeah,
bruh.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't play.
I'll
So
probably
you-
forget by tomorrow. Go ahead, Calvin.
I'm OG.
You said push him over, because I was gonna say it's a slippery slope. Because as great as Hot Toys are, like to get something as grandiose as these pieces like behind me, like when you get these boxes and you pull it out and you put it together, it's like, damn, right? You know, it's
Manna
like,
from heaven.
and then they just keep getting bigger, and something like the box that the Batwing is on is the Prime 1 box for the Poison Ivy. Luckily,
Joint.
she just came. This box was just for her,
Damn. Wow.
and then this box was Batwing. So
Yeah.
and you can imagine what my storage room looks like on
Yeah.
top of Hot Toy boxes, on top of Sideshow statue. Just got a Penguin in a couple weeks ago, so his box was fairly big. So storage is
Yeah.
an issue.
That's a big, it's a huge box.
Trying to find places to display them all. I will say at least I'm lucky enough where I have everything displayed. I don't have anything like put up in a storage. Everything is displayed. So
Oh, that's great. That's
outside of
Yeah.
Batwing, that's the latest piece of the puzzle I'm trying to work out right now. So
Yeah, I'm sure you'll find a place. You'll make it happen.
yeah. So
When there's-
slippery
Go ahead.
slope, but they're beautiful pieces though. So
Yeah, man.
jump in. What I would suggest,
Look at that.
find a line and stick to that, because between Marvel and DC and miscellaneous stuff, it can get difficult. So
Yeah, that's sound advice for in any scale or type of figures collecting, right? Try to stay in your lane, because then if you go all over the place, it can get out of hand.
I like too much shit. And so
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Yep.
When you see this available, you're like, oh well, I like that
Yep.
too. Shit, okay.
Yep.
And then you just walk in here and it's nostalgia. So I just feel like a big kid every time I come back to my room anyway.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, it's
That's the beauty
magic.
of collecting.
Yeah, man.
It's like a time capsule of your life, you know?
Right.
Well, right when I
Yep.
freaking changed the clothes for that.
Anybody
artwork.
that comes to visit and they come in my room and I say, if there's not one thing in here that you can't relate to, you didn't have a childhood. So I pretty much covered everything.
Yep.
Well, not
And-
everybody has your childhood, but
Yeah,
I guarantee
that's
if you
true.
come into my room, you'll know about me.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
But because they'll walk in the closet and they'll be like, oh shit, you got turtles too? You got Rangers? Oh
Yeah.
damn, you
Oh,
like
damn.
this? So
But
Yeah.
I'm
but they
you
actually
gotta-
never
you
seen
gotta
them in-
find something in here.
The cool
You
thing
guys
is
see
that
what-
a lot of it they've never seen in like 3D form. They recognize it, but they've never
True.
seen like a 6 scale
Yeah.
Bob Marley, you know?
Right.
And they're
And
like,
then the
"Oh
other
my
thing
God."
is, I find a lot of people get sensory overload. It's like it's so much going on in
Yeah.
here.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
they'll be looking at something and not realize that something else is right next to it. And then they'll come back.
Yeah.
Where did you get that? And I'm like, it was there the whole time. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can definitely see how some people. Well, I've had showed some people my collection too, and I have a whole shelf off to my right here that you can't see. But yeah, like I said, all my Marvel Legends right there, and it's just it can get overwhelming. So definitely heard people say that before.
Well, it's cool to invite people over. I mean, that you trust, of course.
Yeah.
Because it's like bringing them into your own private like wax museum.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
honestly, before I started, I never planned to be streaming. I barely was active in chats. I would just be like, hey, and then just kind of be watching in the background or have it on as white noise in the background to listen to the discussions. But it wasn't until the guys got me and pulled me in to start, actually being on air with you guys. But
Yep.
no one knew about this. If you didn't come over to the house, it's not like I was telling
Yeah.
anybody. It was just my thing.
Yeah.
So,
No, to this day, I think I have family members who don't know I do this because I don't go and advertise it to them. I
right.
kind of this is just for me. So like they don't know about this part of my life, and You know, when they find out, they're like, "Oh wow, I didn't know you collect stuff."
Hey guys, I think Feezy's got a coke habit. He goes to his money so quick.
Yeah, a Coke. Why does that be Coke? Yeah,
But this is an
Hey
addiction,
man,
so-
because I know
Plastic crack, man.
you've got that
Yeah.
you've got that Leave It to Beaver father look. Those are the ones you can't trust, man. Those are the ones.
that's true. Yeah, that Pleasantville look. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, black
bro.
and white. Yeah,
No. When the camera's not on, you Breaking Bad, baby.
yeah. Well, gee golly, hun, what are we gonna do for dinner?
Yeah.
Well, what if you stop smoking all that plastic crack? We can have something to eat. Yeah,
But underneath,
yeah.
there's a
Gee golly
Blumhouse
whiz.
film.
Yeah. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah. Anyone else got any thoughts on this Godzilla before we move on to the last figure of the night for the stream? And then we'll open it up to Mike. Had something to share. If not, we'll go ahead and go on real quick. Before we do that, Blue from the man himself says, if Sideshow gets it in stock, I'm confirming he's affirming it. I just can't do the high payments they're asking right now. It's understandable, man. You got to do what works for you. So there you go. You heard it from him.
It's
He said he's
coming.
getting that
It's still
statue. Yep.
coming.
Yep.
Now, which statue is Blue getting? What piece?
Ghost Rider.
The Ghost
Ghost
Rider
Rider, yeah.
premium format.
Ooh, the one that
Was
lights
that-
up.
which one was it? Beam, is it the Prime one?
Just the
studio?
Sideshow premium
the
format.
Oh,
Sideshow.
Sideshow. That's right, Sideshow. I'm sorry.
Now see, so I don't have anything Ghost Rider, but as soon as I saw, I'm a sucker for things that light up, right?
Yeah,
Pretty
same.
cool
Why I
stuff.
like Iron Man so much.
Yep.
But the moment I saw it lit up, I was like, But I want the trying to stay in my lane. I want the Batgirl statue because she has the clay face. So I'm trying to get.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to
That's
collect
sick.
the rogue gallery of villains.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I get a villain and a hero in one. So I was like, I think I'm gonna go for that piece.
Yeah. That Batgirl statue's sick, man.
And that one lights up too. It lights up blue.
Does it? Oh damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's badass.
See, here goes another fool that wants to spend my money right here. What's up, Danny?
Oh, Danny Lee in the house. What up, boys? What is up, Mr. Lee? Appreciate you coming through. No one spends your money. Don't be trying to spend Calvin's money, Danny. All right. So last figure here, which I think, again, is one that I'm really digging. I'm really feeling this one. So this is speaking of Bandai, this is the SH Figuarts Tamashii Nation's Spider-Punk. And Mike knows me all too well on this one. So quick backstory. I missed out on the Marvel Legend on this. And that was just like an outlier right there because I had never seen a Marvel Legends that was like available at multiple retailers, right? Because Marvel Legends are sold, en masse to multiple retailers. And I held off thinking, I was gonna wait, like Mike usually does, right? He waits for that Ollie sale, that Ollie discount there. And so I figured, usually the Marvel Legends, you wait. I've learned my lesson. They usually go on sale, but not this one. This was this was just popular and people expected, and you could not find this Marvel Legends at all. Like once it was out, it was out. I tried to go through. I even asked the guys here. I'm like, hey, if you guys see any Marvel Legends out in the wild, snag them up for me. And I guess
I tell you, Feezy, the wave that Spider-Punk, that Hasbro Spider-Punk came in, went through Ollie's.
Yeah.
And that Spider-Punk did not get into Ollie's, man. That's
didn't even make it to Ollie's. Yeah.
It's one of those figures, man. It was just hard to find. Even Ollie's didn't have it on discount.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was just one of those things, right? One of those like rare occurrences that, that happens. Typically Marvel Legends don't really sell it like that, like at multiple retailers. I'm talking about Target, Walmart, BBTS, Entertainment. Well, so Entertainment Earth had them, but for those who shot there before, they usually get their figures later. And if a company, like in this case, Hasbro, we're talking about Marvel Legends, if they plan on doing another production run, then Entertainment Earth will put that up and they'll put a date that'll be later. They usually are conservative with their dates anyway, so they'll put a date later than what the release is. And so I pre-ordered that just in case, but this was for like October of this past year, I think it was. But yeah, so the Spider-Punk had been sold out already everywhere else. And it's like, well, if nothing else, there's a possibility with Entertainment Earth. So yeah, I pre-ordered them. And then thankfully, man, those came in after all. I was so stoked. I, was mentioning everybody like, yes, I finally got them. I got Spider-Punk. because again, not knowing, I had a feeling that they were going to release this one, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to risk it. So I just got that Marvel Legends one. And yeah, sure enough, now we see this Bandai SH Figuarts version here, which is still cool. So I'm still tempted in getting this one. Again, loving the colors, the design. I was all about this character. I definitely got the 1/6 scale, the Hot Toys version. This one comes with the unmasked head sculpt, which the Marvel Legends didn't. And not the best. Again, SH Figuarts is not the best on their... I mean, granted, this was an animated movie too, and they do pretty good with their anime figures, but I don't know. I have to do a side-by-side comparison of the likeness, but right as it is right now, it seems like it's a little off, but either way, it still comes with the unmasked head sculpt. I was looking at someone doing a custom head sculpt for my Marvel Legends, and they were charging like $20-$30 for that. So I was like, I don't know. I think it was more like $30, so I held off. But yeah, this one comes with that, so that takes care of that. There's no price on this yet because it hasn't gone up for pre-order yet. This goes up for pre-order on the 4th, I believe, of this month. So March 4th. Let's see here. Let me run through some other info right quick. Set to release in July of this month. My bad. There is a price. So it's about $66. That's converting from the Japanese yen. But they haven't actually come out with a official USD price yet. This is 6.9 inches, 17.5 centimeters, 6 pairs of interchangeable hands. Let's see here. So a neck part and the unmasked head to go with the neck to go with the unmasked head, the bracelet, and of course the guitar. And so, yeah, this one is just, I'm really loving it. I even played with the backgrounds here. I thought it'd be cool to mess with that. So I just love the designs. I love the different detail and the coloring, and it just pops. So this one I'm probably gonna get just for again that unmasked head sculpt primarily, but again just because it's another cool figure. Anyone else have?
And it'll be better articulated probably than the Marvel.
Yeah, probably will be. Yeah. Any other you want to continue, Mike, and say anything else about this one?
Nah,
You're good.
Had it come through, had the Hasbro one come through, I probably would have jumped on it. But
Yeah.
other than that, I'm not really looking to purchase this one particularly. No.
Okay.
But it looks cool. I like the design of it.
Yeah. Calvin, I know again, not what you're collecting, but just any general thoughts.
Just the character itself. As soon as I saw him on screen in the movie, I absolutely fell in love with this character. So much so that I don't know how many damn Spider-Man I have now in my collection, but as soon as I got out the theater, I went looking for the original Spider-Punk.
Oh yeah, the game one.
I literally was walking out the theater, went to eBay, and was like, okay, let me see if I can find a deal. And I saw the little short spikes, and I was like, oh hell no, this would be this is not the representation I want. And then lo and behold, 2-3 weeks later, boom, Hot Toys hit. So as soon as it hit this, and I'm not, I'm clearly a veteran in the game now, so I don't really do a whole lot of day one pre-orders. That was one thing. That and the Prowler. Those, as soon as they went up, I jumped on those two. So
yeah,
I'm getting now. This looks great though, just for me. And again, these are 12 scale, right?
Yeah, it's 12 scale.
Yeah. Outside this head scope, I like it.
Yeah, right.
So, but there was no way I was going to have this as representation in my case.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I was right there with you, and I was telling the guys here in the chat too that when this came out, this was a dopo for me on the Hot Toys version, anyways. And the same with that Miles Prowler. Oh man, that's just again loving the colors. The head sculpt looks on point. Those two figures just look badass, and so I got both of those. And I went back recently, and I think they're already waitlisted on Sideshow. At least I haven't checked on other sites, but it was interesting because at first people were saying that they were going to pass on the Miles G, I think it is Morales, the Prowler one, and but yeah, it seems like I don't know, it's starting to sell out. So one of those things I don't know to watch out for if you're interested in that one. Just keep an eye on other retailers just to see where it ends up being, and if it ends up being for like the Spider-Punk, the Marvel Legends one, right? Just out of nowhere, it just sells out. So you can never tell, right? It's hard to tell. It's one of those things. But Beam, what about you? Any thoughts on this
one? For collectors of the scale, it looks pretty good. I'd pick it up if you're a collector of the scale for sure. And if you love the character,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the 6-scale version.
Yeah. Did you pre-order that one also? Yeah. Oh, what about the Miles G, the Prowler Miles?
I didn't get the Miles though. No.
Gotcha.
Not because it's not a cool looking figure. It's just I haven't budgeting. So.
Yeah. You got to pick and choose. Yep. Definitely understand that, man. Definitely understand that. But yeah. Well, let me get to the chat real quick and get any closing thoughts on this. Tremble Dust even saying he's so tempted. Got to emphasize the so. At the Spider-Punk, the unhooded sculpt looks too dark, but think that's just maybe. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Tell you the truth, that's what I was thinking. It's a little off. It might be too dark, but I don't know. I again have to go back and compare the photos. Hot take. I didn't really like this movie as much as others did. I mean, I like this character, but the movie overall, I didn't think was that great. I still prefer Into the Spider-Verse, but that's for another topic. Probably on Feezy's Media. I'll probably do that. But yes, I like a hot take. I might be in the minority on that one. Collector Joey in the house. Hi. Howdy ho. What is up, Collector Joey? Unboxing Hot Toys Toby. Oh, nice. Congrats, man. One on to the next. And you got unboxing so many figures there. Joey's got to make that content. Also on the grind there. Go check out, obviously, Collector Joey if you haven't already. I'm sure you all have, but go show him some love on his channel. I'll putting up all the shorts and unboxings. He's Copper Drop every Thursday as well. Let's see.
I love Joey. That's my dude, but he's delusional. He really thinks Dirk Nowitzki is the god of basketball, and he thinks the Cowboys are the shit too. So that Dallas,
Cowboys.
That Dallas shit really has him fucked up in the head.
He said Cowboys and
but
shit.
this is what's funny. I'm actually messaging him right now as I'm saying it. So I'm saying it for you, and we're doing this too. So he knows it's out of love.
Yeah.
For those of you that aren't basketball fans, LeBron just scored 40,000 points. It's never been done ever by any player, and he's talking shit, talking about I can score on LeBron. He would fuck that ass.
Where's he at? Bring him here now. I'll score him right now.
Oh my god.
Joey's feeling froggy. He wants to leap.
Talk about exaggerating.
Oh man, that's funny. Joey's calling him out. He's like, LeBron, where are you at? Bring your ass here.
Smack.
Tremble Dust saying, I'm thinking Sentinel will drop their Spider-Punk, unsure when. Yeah, that's another thing too. Either them or Mafex, right? Because Sentinel, yeah, I obviously did I think it was all of them, the Into the Spider-Verse line. I have a good amount of them. I have the Mafex one, too. I kind of pick and choose from those two. But yeah, I'm kind of, that's the only reason why I'm thinking I might not pre-order this Bandai one, because I want to see if Mafex or Sentinel does one to go on that line, because I think I like the articulation better, and they usually do a better job with their head sculpts on those also. So, and more accessories, right? Better and more. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I agree with you on that one though. Jose G's definitely a hot take. Yeah, I think he's probably talking about the Across the Spider-Verse. Yeah, maybe for a future conversation on that one, but I can give my reasons why. But Collector Joey's too nice. Yeah. And it goes from too nice Feezy to damn Calvin. Let's see here.
Yeah. Compared to last night, I thought that was quite light.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, if that's light, I can't wait for your heavy.
Well, look up last night's show, because I think that was as heavy as I've gone in a long time.
Yeah, it's definitely one for the book. So if you haven't checked it out, the LWO, go hit. I think it was on Mario's channel last night. Yeah, LWO last night on Mario's on his channel. So,
and for anybody that doesn't know, I felt forced into that. Had he not blocked me, and I could have just responded to him and let him know that I wasn't referring to a female, I was referring to him, I would have just said that directly to him in the comments, but he felt the need to go another route.
Yeah, you get all the context in that episode. He goes all in depth there, talking about it. Let it all out. And then some. There's some other stuff that went down. Yeah, that was one for the books for sure, man. That was a funny episode.
Let me touch on this real quick. There were some other names I put out there. I didn't plan to go that route. I was on a tangent. I was going down I was going downhill, and I was like, fuck it, I'm already here.
Yeah, he started calling everybody out. What was it? What was the movie?
When you're running the marathon, there's a point where it kicks in, and you're breathing, and you're timing, and you feel like you can run forever. So I understand, Calvin.
Yeah, calling out the mail person delivering your mail at my house. You don't organize it right to the UPS person dropping my packages. Don't put it on the grass. Put it on my porch. Damn it! Calling out everybody.
I promise you, I really did not mean to go down that route. That just happened.
Thanks to you, LWO probably picked up about 100 new subscribers.
Yeah, Beam showed up there towards the end. I was like, damn, Beam was like had the energy to stay there. I was like, holy shit,
The last couple hours,
I was like,
I was like, damn, kudos.
I was sitting back here and check going, damn, Beam is still here.
Yeah.
Because, dude, he's got family, a job, and he was hanging, bro.
Yeah, I know. I was like, wow, damn, Beam.
That's why he's the fearless.
Holding him. Yeah. So, quite interesting episode. Very entertaining. So go check it out. And if you haven't already. Blue here saying...
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'll just say real quick. Blue saying, I like the characters more than the movie itself. Hot Toy, Spider-Punk Coming Home, maybe 2. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one, on the characters liking more than the movie itself.
Yeah.
Definitely agree with that. Go ahead, Mike.
I just wanted to keep the torch burning as we're marching to kill Frankenstein, or the Frankenstein monster. Of course, I hate Hot Toys. You know how much I despise that company. But I tell you, every once in a while there's a figure or two that comes out that I think is fire. Yeah. And what I really want is that damn. I have no attachment to Miles Morales. He came after me. Not that I can't get into something that's after me. I got into Teletubbies and that was after me. But man, that I've been waiting for, and it's slowly going down, but it's gonna take forever. But I want that damn 2020 Spider-Man Miles Morales, where he's got that backdrop and he's got the headphones. And he lights up. You know which one I'm talking about?
Oh, the Daft Punk one? Is that the one you come out?
Bro, that is so dope. I want
that was the first one released with USB?
It was called 2020. I think it was Miles Morales 2020.
2020.
With the helmet? Yeah.
Oh, bro, and I want that one. And he's got that big diorama backdrop to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
the reason why I want that, man, is because it has a very the thing I'm thinking about doing is getting it and seeing if I can wire up music to come out of it.
Oh, now you're talking.
Because that would be an ideal piece for me to use with my. I do have a setup of, some of us have our band diorama of a band's playing, and I got a band set up here, and that was.
Oh yeah.
Could be your DJ.
Enabling other people to get the music figures, the artist. Yeah. Speaking of the backdrops, it's one of the things I loved about that Miles, that Into the Spider-Verse Hot Toys Miles, and that Gwen, the backdrops they come with. Another reason why I put these, again, just the colors and the art, the graffiti that they have there. I thought that was a nice touch, man. I hope they continue that with the other figures that are coming out with on the Across the Spider-Verse figures. I just love those backdrops, man. So dope, so cool.
Killer.
Let's see. Here was what am I? Going back to the chat real quick. Tremble Dust saying, Ashley, he's like, shit, I wanted to call out some of the DoorDash drivers delivering my food. Why do you put it in front of my door? You know how to open the door and it will hit the bag. Oh, because he's opening his door outwards. Yeah. Gotcha. Cuervo saying the movie was excellent. The Spider-Punk was dopo. Yeah, man. So I agree with the second part. I don't know about the first part, but you're not alone in that one. I think that's consensus. Again, I know I'm in the minority on that one, on Across the Spider-Verse. I love the first one though more. Let's see here. He's also saying, that Gwen and Miles backdrop are the only ones I've ever used. Yep, same. Yeah, I think I have that right now in my display. So yep, I'll feel you on that one. Thinking along the same lines there.
Wait a minute.
All right, gentlemen.
Any of you guys? I'm sorry, just real quickly. Any of you guys got the Miles 2020? Bean, didn't you get it or no?
No.
Oh, okay. Nobody got it. Okay.
Nope. Not I, said the Feezy. Calvin, you have that?
Waiting
for
what?
The 2020 Miles?
Yes. Me too.
Oh, yes.
Is it dope, man? It looks dope.
I don't need a second one, but I want a second one to put in a different outfit.
Wait, we're talking about the Daft Punk one with the helmet, the futuristic type of looking one from the game.
I almost picked that up at OxCon.
See, that's the one I want.
At Stevens, but Stevens has bad customer service, at least in my opinion, in my experience. So I was like, I'm not buying anything. But he did have it on sale. I thought about picking it up.
Oh, there you go, Mike.
Of course,
Trimble has it.
Yeah, of course.
Sell it to you.
That's the one that lights up on the chest, right?
Trimble does have
He already sold
everything
those.
Is that
creative.
the chest piece that lights up on it with the USB plug in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do want that one. That one is sweet. Like I said, I'm a sucker for things that light up. So
Man, that shit, I don't know why. That should have a sound. You should be able to play Bluetooth that sucker and play music through it. I'm gonna figure out a way to do it.
That would be so badass if a
I'm
toy company did that. If they had like, oh man, like an actual
I'll do it.
practical figure that had like something like a speaker built into the like either the figure itself or like say Soundwave. You know, for instance, if once you transform into a boombox, he actually worked as a Bluetooth speaker. That would be sick.
Yeah, man. Awesome. That's going to be the kit bashing of a lifetime if I get that sucker.
Yeah, it would be. I hope you do that. I double dare you to do that, Mike.
I double dare the price to come down so I can get it.
Cuervo saying, hey, Calvin. Cuervo saying, hey, Calvin, you should have called out Stevens yesterday too.
This is part 2.
Calling everybody.
He was so low on the totem pole, like it wasn't necessary. There's the big fish, and then there have to be a couple guppies underneath that, and then after that, you guys saw I got hot. Shit, I had to start taking my clothes off.
When you're getting into the ring, you're supposed to. You got to take everything off before they. You got to weigh you.
Hold my chain. Hold my rings.
I do remember saying for Beskar not to blow his load with me showing my chest, and taking my shirt off. So hopefully he was able to make it through that section of the show.
Oh my god!
Oh, man.
Oh, and by the way,
if you heard it,
By the way, I put the link for the Okoye stand.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's in the private chat.
Gotcha. All right. So yeah, if no one else has anything else, we'll jump on to what Mike. This is the eBay one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So this is the Okoye we were talking about earlier. For those of you who were for that stream, but for those of you who weren't, so they were mentioning this. Mike was mentioning this Okoye doll. That
now
go ahead.
I need to do a what is it? What do you call it? Whatever they call it. So you must understand these are not like premiums. Okay, you can blow that up a little bit more, I think. But
what's that? Let me see here.
So they're very. So the company itself makes almost Barbie-like figures. But they actually, this is Marvel sanctioned. It's Marvel on the box, so it is licensed. The and look, they did an awesome job on. Beam has it as well. He knows they did an awesome job on the outfit.
I got a real good deal on that one.
What was that again?
So I got a really good deal on that one,
dude. He got
They marked it down to $15.
And they originally go on for $50.
Yeah.
You can still, as little as last month, and they came out last year, I still saw them in the stores. I got mine for, would you get yours for Beam? I got mine for
15.
I got mine for 25. And then I went back and I got Okoye and I got Nakia with 25 a piece. And then there was another sale, and I went back and I got Shiri for $11.
I bought the Shuri at $40 because it had come down a little bit, and then I got the Okoye.
So what I'm trying to iterate to you guys, shop around because you can find this on unbelievable sales. The other thing that's great about this figure, even though it's toyetic, like I said, the head sculpt is damn good, and double jointed elbows. You don't even find that on a Barbie doll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this is double jointed right here.
No foot articulation though.
No foot articulation, unfortunately.
Damn you.
But it has it in the knees, and once again, for a lower priced product, double jointed elbows, you can't even get Hot Toys to do that.
No, again, go ahead.
And believe it or not, man, I've been watching like some of these latest YouTube room tours. In their details, along with their Hot Toys Wakandas, they've got this Okoye figure as a stand-in.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, at least until it comes along, at least you got something, and it's sanctioned in the whole 9 yards. Go for it.
Yeah, like we were saying earlier, right? Just that option. No one else is doing it, and this is a good option to those that want that in there in the collection. Just some representation, like you were saying, Mike, to have that in there. So, and this is 6 scale, right?
6 scale.
It's a 12-inch figure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Well,
nice.
Probably 11.
Yeah.
11. Okay, that's awesome. And where'd you get yours at? Where'd you guys get yours?
Target.
Target.
These are. I don't
okay,
believe you
Target.
can get them at Walmart. I think they were only specifically for Target.
Oh, okay.
And as little as a month ago, I still saw them.
All right, nice. Well, there you
The
go.
Okoyes usually go first. I've noticed
Mhm.
that too.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
you do.
That should be telling right there. I mean, in addition to
Mhm.
whatever people were saying in comments and chats, this popular in demand figure right there. So hopefully these other companies, Hot Toys or whoever else is third parties, are doing their homework and they're making note of all this
Yeah.
feedback. But yeah, thanks for sharing that, Mike and Beam.
No problem.
It's good. Yeah. So FYI for those watching, if you're interested, there you go. You want some representation of Okoye. This is, you said, by Mattel.
No, this
Let's
is
see.
well, it
Who
says
is the company?
Fears. It says Fears, but also on the website it goes. It also
let me
goes
see.
by Fresh or Fresh Dolls, I think, or something.
Fresh
but it
Fears?
says Fears on the box, so
Yeah.
go with it. Go with Fears. Either way, it's not going to be hard to find this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, this one's going for like $19 here, but yeah, shop like Mike said. Always shop around.
Yeah,
like
because
we
this
always
is
mention.
19 used, and I got it out of Target for half.
Oh yeah, news.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
check
right.
your targets first. It might be lowered. It might be.
Yeah, try Target if you can, if they're on sale again.
Because I got it for 15 at Target.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
All right.
All right, fellas. Thanks again. Well, gentlemen, that was all that I had. Thank you again for showing up. As always, appreciate all of you in the chat staying with us to the very end. Those of you coming in who stopped by to watch for a little bit, always appreciated. The time is always appreciated. I guess we'll go round the clock here and just see what people got going on. Anything you want to plug? Start with you, Mike. Action Figure Academy.
Yes, Action Figure Academy on YouTube. Please subscribe. Action Figure Academy. And right now I have 58 subscribers. I am doing a 500 subscriber giveaway. What's
What's
in
giving
the
away?
box?
What's in the box?
This has been taking up space. I need to get rid of it. Come on, people. Will you stop messing with me?
Quit playing.
Get over to Action Figure Academy and subscribe. Every
Trembles
100
broadcasting
subscribers, I'll be giving away a clue to what's inside the box. So I'm at 58 now. Get me to 100 so I can give you the first clue, and then we'll just keep it going from there.
Yeah, there you go, folks. Come on, help them out. You can possibly win something in return.
Absolutely.
But yeah, go
and you can
check out.
find me on Collector's Figure with Beam and Blue and Local Lou every Monday.
Mhm.
So thanks a lot, guys and gals, and see you soon.
Yep. Thank you, sir. Again, much appreciated. And like I mentioned before, links to these fine gentlemen. Well, except Calvin because he doesn't have his own channel yet, but he'll let you know where you can find them. But yeah, Beam and Action Figure Academy, they're friends of the channel. You can see that section and find links to their content there. So speaking of Beam,
I don't want to forget. I do want to thank you as well. Thank you.
oh
very
yeah, no,
much
yeah,
for allowing me to
yeah, man,
appreciate
of course. Thanks for coming through. Beam, anything you want to plug?
Firstly, thanks for having me on, buddy. It's always a fun time coming on here.
Yeah, much love to you all.
You got to get another Feezy's 20 going on, though.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. Shh. I'm horrible at that. Shh. You're good
horrible
at it.
that. We were fun.
Yeah.
They're
good
fun.
at it.
I think they were unique, and yeah, you definitely gotta get another one going sometime.
Yeah, I'll
Even
touch
if
on
I'm
that.
not
Thanks.
there, so. Yeah, they were definitely unique and fun. Monday we got Collector's Figure. We're gonna talk about the Hot Toy stuff and all that fun 6-scale stuff that comes our way. So Groot should be maybe
Hey,
Monday,
Groot.
maybe Tuesday, probably Tuesday-ish for the
Stop motion.
showcase. It's a showcase.
Oh,
So, stop motion edition. Oh no, did I read? I can't remember what I named it. It might be stop motion series.
Yeah.
I think I put it in there.
all right. Either way,
But
yeah, look out for that. It's looking good. So just you guys are in for a treat when it comes out. And if you haven't seen already his other stop motion videos, he's doing a good job. So go check out his channel. And you have a playlist right now of all those?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank Fizi for that, because you reminded me of that.
Yeah. I just thought it'd be helpful.
I've been meaning to. So it's done now.
Yeah. Anything else?
No,
No.
that's about it.
Good. All right. Thanks again, sir. Of course, always appreciate it to come spend your time with us here. Calvin, low key collector, my guy. Besides, just meeting up again for CaliCon, what do you got going on? Oh, you're muted.
You're muted, Cal.
Collector's Lounge tomorrow morning with a 1/6 scale man layout. I'm debating on Profi chat. Well, it should be pretty clear. Monday should be a clear forum. I shouldn't have anybody trying to poke at me in the chats on Monday, so I think I should be clear. So Profi chat Monday, Say What on Wednesday, LWO next Friday. Unfortunately, guys, I don't think it's gonna be as exciting as this last episode, but
hey, they can't always be. It's all good. They can't always be. You gotta save those moments. Yeah, you can't always have. It's gonna spoil the fans out there. So
come on, P-Rock falling asleep is always enjoyable.
Between
any one of those guys, it's almost like any one of those guys could be an MVP that night.
Yeah, agreed.
You know, between Eddie and between P-Rock and Eddie, those two.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
I hope you guys do this once a year, the CaliCon, because I had plans to do some traveling in 2025, and I wanted to hit the West Coast. I spent some time. I lived in San Diego, and for a while. I would like to go back, and if I'm going to be out there, if you guys did it around the same time next year, would be great, because my birthday is May 7th, and you guys are doing it the week of my birthday.
Okay, that's perfect, actually.
But 2025, I am going to make it first, I'm definitely going to Europe, but I would like to make CaliCon and hang out with you guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
especially,
man.
I gotta party with Proc, man. P-Rock, I gotta party.
Yeah, he's still TBD though too, so I don't know if he'll make it.
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he'll make it next year.
Oh, damn! You hear that, Calvin? Already, we already got to have it in the books. He said, "Beam said if Mike goes, then Beam's going."
Okay, well,
in 2025. Okay, bro.
So we're doing this test run this first year, but I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be able to make this an annual situation.
Yeah.
And Michael, if you're traveling, remember Star Wars Celebration is in Tokyo come April 25.
And I've been to Tokyo. I've been there.
Okay, I haven't been to Tokyo yet, so but I'm really looking forward to that one. So like I said, when I get back home, come on through. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier before, if you have any questions about it, just you can reach out to me, Calvin, Mario, El Profesoro, 166, Marco, Danny Lee with questions, or if you want more information about it, we'll hook you guys up, see if it's something for you. But yeah. And then, as far as me, I did a few streams last week, so go check those out. I did, of course, Figure Lowdown. I have a whole playlist going also. And as usual, I put all the links in the description for all the figures I've discussed. Timestamps are all in there, so you guys can always go back and reference. I try to make it easy for you all. So check out those playlists if you're interested. I have some how you figure episodes, so they're just usually single topics. My other channel, Feezy's Media, where I talk about entertainment media stuff, so movies, TV shows, video games, upcoming stuff. Right now, there's just a few movies. I have one video game unboxing on the TMNT Shredder's Revenge for the Switch. So if you're interested in that, just check that out. It's not an actual game review. It's just more on the content of that special edition. I did one on Best MCU Trilogy. I got the Film Grain episode. That's a new stream that I've been doing on that channel. So where I talk about some topics that have to do with either movies or TV shows. The last one was the Best MCU Trilogy. That was a long one, but it was good. It was fun. So check that out if you can. Again, timestamps are in there. And as usual, just keep an eye out for my socials, Facebook, Instagram, to see when I'll be doing another stream, because I I know I'm not always consistent, but I usually say I don't want this to be work, so I try not to force myself to have to do it weekly. I just been doing it so far weekly because there's figures that I want to talk about, and of course talking to you guys, everyone in the community, my panelists here, it makes it that much more fun and interesting. So I enjoy doing that. But you know, there's some times where I'm just not feeling it. Tell you the truth, I'm be like, you know what? Okay, I'm not really feeling anything this time. So,
I know
you know,
feeling,
again.
buddy.
Yeah, so this is just a hobby, and I treat it as such, right? I don't want to make it work. It's a hobby. So as long as I keep enjoying doing it, I'm going to continue doing it. But appreciate you all for the support in any way, whether views, likes, subscribes, whatever, you know, however you can support. Always appreciated. Never expected those. So much love to you all. Regardless, keep enjoying what you're doing. Enjoy your hobby. Don't let anyone take that away from you. No matter what the hobby is, you know, that's yours. It's your collection. It's your hobby. Enjoy it.
Even if it's hentai, you know.
Even if it's hentai,
Yeah, Trimble does.
Right, Trimble?
Yeah. Even if it's hentai. Yeah. Real quick, let me get some of these chats before I head out. Cuervo saying, night, fellas. Good watch while I'm doing some reshuffling my shelves and reposing. Nice. Yep. I tend to do that too while I'm working on something with streamer figures. I'm listening to you guys here or other content creators. So, yeah, I know definitely share that one there with you, Cuervo. Tremor just saying on that figure you guys talking about the Okoye, says if enough people buy it, see enough people might buy it, make Hot Toys finally make a okay. I think he's probably just saying if enough people buy that one figure, it's gonna make Hot Toys.
I don't know if that particular company
Or
is
if all of it just say
competition
hashtag
on
where's
them,
Okoye, you know, on their post. So.
Yeah. Yep. Justice for Okoye. Yep. Danny Lee said good night. Let's see here. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Thanks for the stream as always. Tremble does. Mike, you know I love Action Figure Academy. People subbing to you, so there you go. Appreciate the support.
As well.
Joey.
So I just jumped on as
Nice.
well.
There you go.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. All love it. Love showing the support where we can. That's good stuff there. Oh yeah. So another thing I was saying, yeah, Feezy's 20. That's what I was going to touch on. Thank you for reminding me, Trimble and Beam. I kind of stopped because I wasn't hearing really feedback on whether people were liking that or not. I kind of got the impression that it weren't. But if you all out there, if you you enjoyed that and you want to see more, let me know. I can bring it back. I know these streams run kind of long already, like now. But I'll try to make time for it if you guys like doing that. And that's just basically 20 questions, right? I pick a figure, and then at the end of my stream, my panelists have to go. They have 20 questions to guess what that figure is. That's all it is. I just called it PZ's 20.
Right.
Yeah. So. Yeah, so if you guys enjoyed that and you want to see that, let me know and I'll try to bring it back. Also, I'm thinking about switching up the days I do this because I know it doesn't work for a lot of people. But you guys were able to make it, so I'm very much appreciative. But I'm just kind of feeling it out, see if certain days work better. So let me know in the comments, and also put up a poll too, just get an idea. Of course, I asked you guys, my panelists here. Let me know what days you guys, if you have a preference for what day works. Or what you guys suggest, because I'm again just playing around, seeing if I should switch it up or not, to kind of give you all an opportunity to see what your preferences are, just to be considerate of you all, basically.
Sure.
So yeah.
How about, I got a suggestion.
Yes, sir. Go for it.
How about 2 shows? And one, but one would be a much shorter version.
Oh, okay. I don't know, man. As much as I try to do that.
To be honest with you, that one you had fell in, I think it was in the morning for me, was perfect.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the last Saturday?
Yeah.
That one
Well,
okay, gotcha.
Being Midwest, late night, I'm 3 hours ahead of you guys.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I asked. And the downside.
It's 2 in the morning here. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to, but earlier the better.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something to keep in mind too. Like I'm on the West Coast, right, in Cali, so mostly everybody is later. They're ahead of me, right? Because obviously going east at the time is later there. So that's another thing I'm trying to consider too. So what works out for most people. But yeah, good point, Mike. Yeah, that's why I try not to do it too late. But sometimes it's just what the time I have for. But I'm willing to be flexible. So just let me know. I'm looking. Appreciate the feedback and just open to it. Open to suggestions. Hit that like button. Thank you, Joey. Appreciate it. Thank you for the support, man. My guy. Great show. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Tijuana Mike, the other Mike. Appreciate you again coming through. Let's see. Always posting. Where's Okoye? Yeah, great stream, fellas. Jose G. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I got everybody. Again, thank you all for sticking around. With that, have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later, all.